Hello everyone, welcome to What If DXD verse react to Issei from A Different Timeline Part 4. Before we start, please go support Unison Skeeth 666 for writing that awesome fanfic. Now let's begin. Ep 16A game against the heiress unwilling debut saving the day. Also when cast seeing scene where there will be nudes, the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I use to create for this story and my avatar Ak. Skeeth. Open door to his house, getting inside him. Where's the others? Could it be? Goes to his game room seeing that everyone else was currently playing Dynasty Warriors 3 and Sengoku Basara. How cow take this hahaha use his character's special move. Azazel. This the might of Lubu. Sirzech oh yeah this is life. But most women let out amused sigh watching the men excitement playing games. Mickey. Who's the good boy, who's the good boy? Together with Issei and her husband giving Selwyn Oda, Takeda and Uesugi belly rubs, making them pant from happiness, while Natsu sleeping on Issei head. Skeeth. Let out small smile seeing them enjoying themselves and goes to kitchen making food for them. Vali man, all this game is a blast, lots of technique can be implemented from it. Arthur. You're right, we've been overly depending using special abilities instead of tempering technique Vali. Biku it is and we just started playing on Dynasty Warriors and Sengoku Basara. Cerberus. I'm not the type that playing games but I admit these games are really good. Udo. Nodding in agreement. Yeah, never thought that someone can wield swords like that, remembering using date Masamune on Sengoku Basara. Sauji. Chuckle you're right Udo, even I'm caught off guard seeing it, never thought people can wield 3 swords in each hand like that. Hobio how about we try play Samurai Warriors next Kauki. Kauki. Ooh, great mind think alike. I was gonna suggest that bump fist together in excitement. Michael the first think I'm gonna go to kitchen first getting some food. Gabriel oh let me help you brother following Michael. Scene change kitchen. Both goes to kitchen and notice that Skeeth just finished cooking. Michael oh Skeeth don't know give him a greeting together with Gabriel. Gabriel. When you came back. Skeeth. Been a while ago, seeing that you guys are having fun I decided to make some food in meantime gave both of them plate of chimichangas to both of them but 3 of them suddenly heard Metatron shouting ninja poyer from across the room. Skeeth. Chuckle heh he must be using Saratobi Sasuke if I'm right. Michael. Chuckle I'm glad he's getting fun and not being depressed anymore let out small sigh. Gabriel. Yeah he's been down since Andalfin died during Great War. Skeeth you have my condolences oh do you mind after finished eating call the others for the next viewing. Leave to somewhere else after both giving a nod. Scene change Marvel 616 universe. In front of Ben Parker and May Parker tombstone. Deadpool. Wipe a sweat from his forehead. Ryu finally finished cleaning up their graves. I hope Peter have happy life since Keith saved him. What was that? Noticed big bento box and a book appear before him with a note but Deadpool gives squeal of happiness after reading the note. Deadpool OOOHH yes I love you. Skeeth proceeds to devour all the chimichangas from the bento box and letting out mischievous chuckle while holding book with the title How to Troll 616 Marvelverse. Now then, who's to annoy first? Leaving the cemetery while chuckling mischievously while everyone else in Universe 616 felt shiver in their spine. Cyclops what is this sense of foreboding looking around nervously. Tony. There's something wrong in the air nursing his injuries together with other Avengers after another beatdown by Spider-Man villain. Deadpool. While walking leaving the cemetery and turn to readers if the readers think I'm out of character who cares I can act whatever I want now then to Avengers Tower leave to the area of his destination. But Skeeth appear holding fourth wall tape repairing the broken fourth wall, muttering amuse breakers and their shenanigans. Back to Skeeth house. But Michael and Gabriel finished eating and telling the others to go to living room for the next viewing. Ow cow oh shoot, we've been playing too much and forgot to eat holding grumbling stomach. Issei. Yeah you're right, those games really addictive. Azazel. Notice Skeeth came with big container on his back. What was that Skeeth-san? Skeeth just some food for you guys seeing that you guys forgot to eat from playing games hand chimichangas bento box to everyone else. After everyone else finished light breakfast. Skeeth. Alright, let's start. Notice someone wasn't here. Where's Metatron? But Uriel and Raphael deadpan realizing where's their brothers is. Uriel. Wait a moment I know where he is leave to game room. Raphael let me help follow Uriel. After several moment with everyone else dumbfounded seeing Uriel and Raphael dragging screaming Metatron from his feet. Metatron let me go let me go. Uriel oh come on you can play it later. Raphael I know that you love being a ninja, but this is overdoing it. Skeeth let me guess, he's still playing Sengoku Basara and using Saratobi Sasuke right? Both Uriel and Raphael give exasperated nod. Azazel. Sweat drops I still can't believe it that the most ruthless angel in heaven got reduced to that. Shem his eye. Sandalphon death really did a number on him huh? Skeeth. Shrugs anyways, let's start the next viewing point the remote to screen. Screen open. Scene change random restaurant in Kuo. Scene showing both Razor and Cerberus laughing their ass off after Vali telling them how the two exorcists got sent to jail. Razor buahaha are you serious Vali that just pathetic to think that two exorcists got sent from the church, got arrested just like that. Cerberus. While still chuckling oh man that must be sucks for them, their pride must be taking major hit from that. But Arena and Zenobia got depressed from getting reminded by their other blunder. Ollie. Grinning hey you're right, shame we don't record those scenes, never thought Karasuma was willing to lend us a SAT team for those act. Razor yeah, even Razor didn't expect him to help with the act, seems like he and Jalavic sent still fond of you both. Sarah well, speaking of since you came back from your trip when you and Issei gonna visit mom would love if you both came for a visit. Sarah wait mother already woken up? Skeeth yep in this universe Miss Lawson managed to wake up earlier, considering that you meeting Issei earlier and becoming much stronger from the meeting. Sarah shed tear of happiness trying to wiping it out with his sleeves, I really glad thank you. Thinking seems like Issei always have that effect huh. I'm glad meeting him. But Miss Law hugging her son telling him it's alright. Razor yeah, Razor also forgot to mention when you both gonna come visit. Father and mother been asking. Vali me and Issei was planning to visit after he get back from work, anyways back to main topic, get into Gendo Ikari pose, together with Razor and Sarah gentlemen any possible candidates for my future in-laws during my absence, besides the one in the house. Razor got two, Sona and one of her rook Tsubasa Yura, if Razor right, Razor ship them both with Issei. Sarah you might have known already Coriano also crushing hard on Issei I also ship them both. While those mentioned in the living room watching, blushing hard from the reveal and Issei rendered speechless upon hearing it while blushing red. Sarah dramatically saying such a shame Coriana why you don't tell me as your king I would love to set up more meeting between you both. But Coriana covering her face in embarrassment from Sarah teasing. Serafal. Hugging Sona poking her cheeks moo So-chan, why don't you tell Wani-chan, Wani-chan would love if you both got together na So-chan do, you have one more room can Wani-chan join too? Sona moo Wani-sama blushing hard from the teasing while sneakily look at Issei. But Tsubasa covering her face in embarrassment from the teasing of her fellow peerage member. Saji. Letting out accepting sigh muttering seems like I got no chance huh I know that Sona-sama has no interest on me, seeing that she only think of me as little brother, maybe it's time to let it go who knows maybe there's those that interested with me he jokingly said while grinning without realizing that Momo and Veruko looking at him pouting. Mo and Veruko. Dummy we are. With all three letting creepy chuckle thinking on how to get their bros a harem, while other Kuo residents in the restaurant scooting away further not wanting to get involved. Albion oh boy I pity you Issei on how to deal with their shenanigans. Scene change Kuo high school cafeteria after school. Issei Kuo, Dreg. Bless you, Issei. Rubbing his nose thanks Dreg who was it that talking about me and what are they doing? Notice that group of students crowding on a table and goes to see what's going on. Sona. Checkmate, that's my 6th win for today. Chess club president oh man I lost how is this possible sulking? Chess club member. Seriously even our chess club president can't beat Sana-sama. Tsubaki. Congratulations on your winning streak president. Sona. Let out small smile thank you Tsubaki, I'm glad having friend like you then last game for today, who want to challenge me? Start looking around and notice Issei heading to their direction. Issei arrives what's going on what are you students doing? Female student Ao Issei sensei we just watching Sana-sama playing chess with others she is amazing, never once she lost a chess match since she started attending our school not even other teachers can beat her in chess game. Female student B not only Sana-sama was model student, she's also pretty and intelligent person sighing dreamily what would I give to be like Sana-sama. Issei is that so? Turn to Sona congratulations Shatori-san on your winning streak. Sona. Nodding in gratitude thank you Haidu sensei by the way do you care for one round chess game with me sensei? Chess club president. Come on sensei, please avenge us begging together with other members of the club. Female student Sia sensei can you please Male student Au this going to be interesting I wonder who would win, come on sensei show us what you got. Aiku this gotta be a big scoop I wonder who's gonna win preparing to record using her phone. Issei. Looking around seeing all the students encouraging him and sighing from students hopeful eyes very well I guess I have enough time for one round of game taking a seat I'll take the black one. Sona. I'll take the white one then. Issei. Mutter same like back then. Sirzech. Something wrong Issei. Issei. Shake head nothing wrong Nai-san. Sona suspiciously fidgeting in her seat without anyone noticing besides Skeeth who let out knowing smirk. After several while of playing a round of chess game ending with Issei victory. Yep I know I'm lazy but pretty sure the readers can guess who's winning already and I'm not gonna write every move of chess game for the readers to avoid feeling bored from it. Issei. putting his pawn chess piece cornering Sona king piece checkmate. Well, seems like it's my win. It was a good match. Shitori-san, it was nice playing chess with you. If you like for another round, I'll gladly accept another rematch if I'm free. Getting up, leaving and waving from the back. See you later students. But the entire students together with Rias and Akeno that just came by watching jaw drops, unable to believe how Issei managed to defeat Sona easily in under 5 minutes. But Issei puzzled with other people reaction why beating Sona in chess game was a big deal. Issei weird. Why you guys are quiet? Sure, other me managed to beat Sona in chess game, was it such a big deal? I also beat her before back then, scratching his head puzzled. Rias, wait, what? Since when? Serafoli, eh? So-chan lost in chess. Why, I didn't know about this. Sirzech, you don't know Issei what it means beating Sona in chess. Looking at Issei bewildered. Issei, getting worried with others' reaction. Ooh. Was it bad I beat her in chess back then? Razor, unable to believe what Issei just said. You seriously don't know Issei? With Issei shaking head. Ravel well, Sona-sama once said. Skeeth, letting out loud cough. Well, no spoilers, the viewing will explain. Sona, seems like it's my loss, pardon me. I have to get home. For now. With shadow cast over her eyes, getting up, leaving, followed by shell-shocked Tsubaki. With Rias and Akeno. Rias, I never thought that Sona would lost. Akeno, could it be that Sona-sama would? Rias, I guess she is, let out a sigh. Back to Sona and Tsubaki. Tsubaki, Sona-sama, this. Could she be the one? Considering what you said, you only marry those that can beat you in chess. Noticed Sona wasn't responding. Sona-sama. Sona, blushing hard, thinking I never thought that I'll lose like that. And it was with Haidu-sensei of all people. Not like I'm complaining. He's handsome, intelligent and really good looking from my observation. Wait, what I'm thinking? Shaking head, embarrassed. Issei, eyes widen in shock. Seriously? So that explains why Sona leaves in hurry. Back then, looking at Sona with her looking at Issei with their eyes meeting each other and turn back blushing red. But Issei harem looking at each other, nodding for their next course of action. Mickey, grinning, looking back and forth between Issei and Sona. Well done son, mama approves. Boru, people say that opposite attract, never thought I'm gonna see it with my own eyes. Grinning. But Rias turned to Sona asking her about this matter. Rias, Sona, why are you keeping this matter? Sona, let out sigh, because I'm respecting you and thinking it's now or never. The cat out of bag already. Issei-kun relationship and I don't want ruin that is your friend. But since you decided to break up and annul your engagement with him, I've been thinking to pursue him. I never thought that the viewing will reveal it. Blushing a bit. But Rias feeling heartache hearing that but unable to deny what Sona said was right. Rias, I'm a fool, what have I done? Gripping her skirt tightly. Vali, whistle, damn, never thought that my rival would accidentally get new harem members just like that. Azazel, hahaha, as expected of our future harem king here. Turned to Ajuka. Still, even I'm a little curious, was young Sona ability in chess that astounding judging from you guys' reaction? Ajuka, give a nod. Yeah, she's really good at chess. You could say no one else in young generation of devil ever managed to beat her. Sirzech, true, besides, I'm pretty sure even me or Ajuka would be hard pressed to win against her if we ever have a chess match with her. Odin, hahaha, seems like our future harem king managed to put the impossible. Let out small grin. The guys, the ship is starting to get sail. Skeeth, turn to readers. I don't really remember if theory where Sona would marry those who beat her in chess are true or not, but I'll use it anyway, considering that in canon, she said she only marry those who are smarter than her. Back to Vali, Razor and Cerberus stopped in their track, feeling that their bros Issei managed to charm one of their candidates without realizing it. Azazel, rubbing his eyes, thinking he's seeing things as my eyes playing with me. Did those three has special sixth sense to sense if other Issei unknowingly charm a girl or what? Sirzech, you too. Azazel, I thought I'm the only one that see it. Skeeth, you both wasn't wrong, their brotherhood strong enough to achieve that kind of special sixth sense. But those that heard it give WTF face hearing that. Vali, getting up from his seat, you guys feel it? Razor, nodding. Yeah, Razor feel it too. Cerberus, start grinning with others. You guys know what, this call for celebration. Vali, oh ye are boy. Issei charm strikes again. Let's go guys, I know where to go to. There's a new place that sells great ramen. Leave the restaurant to place he mentioned. Vali, ramen. Skeeth, chuckle looking at Vali, thinking honestly Vali would become best friend with Naruto if they meet, considering both are ramen lover. Razor, shaking head, amused he and his obsession with ramen. Well, sometimes eating normal food more enjoyable than the high class one. Cerberus, chuckle, hey you're right Razor, let's go pay for all these. First goes to the cashier paying for their food and follow Vali together with Razor. Skeeth, Turn to cast well, there is small time skip to battle against Kabal, seeing that there's nothing noteworthy for you guys to see, seeing that what happened before battle against Kabal is just the same but without Issei assistance. Grayfia Issei I wonder what would happen, seeing that Issei wasn't present assisting them. Scene change sky above Kuo High School. With Issei and Vali using air dance technique, watching Gremory Group and Zenobia from the air battling against three Cerberus that Kabal summoned while Kaneko frozen up upon seeing the Cerberus remembering the incident from back then. Issei him. This is actually quite disappointing, shaking head disappointed especially on Gremory Heiress and her queen, they just spam their magic spells all over the place hitting the Cerberus copy without bothering to search for it weakness first. But both Rias and Akeno felt little depressed get chided by other Issei. Issei wait copy. Skeeth duh of course do you think that Hades would let someone stole the real Cerberus just like that? Don't you guys feel that for the mythical beast that was supposed to guard Gate of Hell it was suspiciously weak no offense you guys back then easily dispose it despite you guys inexperience. Udo now that you said about it, you're right we wasn't supposed to easily defeat the Cerberus just like that. Zenobia went to think about it they instantly died even with just a single slash from Excalibur destruction. Skeeth. And no offense if the real Cerberus in Hades' possession got summoned instead all of you would instantly get slaughtered, making Gremory Group and Citri Group gulp their saliva thinking about it. All the leaders narrowing their eyes suspicious why Kabal only summoned Cerberus copy for one that preaching to start another great war his action don't match his word. Azazel. Skeeth-san is right, this is honestly suspicious. Ollie. Noticed that Kaneko was at the back still shaken from seeing the Cerberus Issei, what's wrong with her? Issei oh, about that Hu proceeds to tell Vali the time when he troll entire Gremory Group. Ollie. Holding his stomach holding back laugh pfftt dude you seriously do that to the man, you're still savage as usual huh. Greg yep and it was enjoyable to watch. Albion well, they deserve it for bothering him. But Rias Akeno Yudo and Kaneko shivering remembering their other self fate. Ravel. Wait. Where is me? Skeeth oh, you're back in Underworld visiting your family in preparation to transfer to Kuo High School as student and also sending reports to Sirzech and asking for reinforcement and coincidentally, Kabal decided to attack on the day you're back home. Lady Phoenix I see. Ollie so. Should we help them? Considering that they foolishly tried to handle Kabal without asking for reinforcement. Issei. Rubbing forehead from headache honestly I'm stupefied. I know the devils have lots of pride turn to Vali no offense. Vali none taken I know what you mean. Issei but to think they thought that they could fight against someone who fought in great wars. There's something wrong in their brains I know that the Gremory Heiress and the Exorcist would do this mistake but to think that Citri Heiress would do same mistake. I can't help but feel little disappointed letting out a sigh. But those mentioned felt depressed hearing other Issei chiding them from their stupid action. Sona not my proudest moment. I don't know what possessed me thinking we can deal with Kabal. Razor. Hold hand up Lucifer Sama if Razor may, Razor have word to say to Rias and Razor thinks she needs to hear it but Rias got bad feeling about it. Sirzech. Let out a sigh I probably won't like it but I think Rias need to hear it. Razor. Turn to Rias. Razor don't know what are you thinking back, then you and your entire peerage can't even fight Razor at all what makes you think that you can fight on even ground with someone on cadre level, he's many times stronger than Razor back then. There's a limit doing something based on pride even Razor can't see that we need someone on Satan class level to deal with Kabal, considering that you have time limit before he destroy the whole Kuo and you're dilly-dallying futilely trying to fight someone that was out of your league wake up Rias we live in reality not fantasy, remember Rias as their king, their lives is in your hands. Don't make it just because of your foolish pride all of your peerage members died because of it. With Rias open mouth speechless from the scolding by Razor of all people. Then Alana. Sigh seems like we spoiled Rias too much. Zeoticus. You're right dear, seems like we need teach her back from scratch. Grayfia. I'll help, she's become too lax lately. Oliham. Seems like Gremory Knight managed to reach balance breaker and getting his revenge, seeing that Udo managed to bypass freed defense, cutting off fused Excalibur and beheading Valper. Issei never thought that he got such past, and honestly I'm glad he managed to fulfill his revenge. But Udo let out content smile seeing his other self manage to do something he didn't manage to do. Issei. Noticed something weird with Freed, wait a minute did Freed wearing a diaper? Biku I think he probably didn't fully recover back from other volley slash before shivering thinking of other volley slash to Freed. Odd and who wouldn't that slash was vicious. Scene showing Zenobia brought out Durandal and together with Gremory Group tried to fight with Kabal but ended with their defeat. Ollie so. She's muscle old man successor. Issei she has long way to go. Considering that she didn't manage to bring out any ounce of the sword potential. Back to Kabal. Sighing disappointing how disappointing release wave of energy destroying magical barriers created by Citri peerage, making them fall to the ground. Issei this never happened eyes wide. Sona. Sweating another change. Seraphil I hope nothing wrong will happen to So-chan looking worriedly to the screen. Sona. Slowly getting up from the ground in pain how. Kabal, you think such mere low-level barrier can hold my power, you're absolutely mistaken. Looking at the sky muttering, is this what the new generation is about? Bunch of obnoxious brats thinking that they can take on the world. While those that participated in battle against Kabal flinch from sudden jab. Rias you erg. We won't let you destroy Kuo, Kabal. Zenobia, in the name of the god W, we will definitely defeat you. Kabal. Letting out a chuckle hearing Zenobia claim and proceeds to tell them about god death, making everyone else shocked. Zenobia, god is dead. Released Durandal from her grasp, making it fall to the ground. Kabal, such a weak-willed people, I'm done playing around, making others widen eyes in shock hearing that. Saji, are you serious? Kabal, of course, honestly I can easily kill all of you in an instant when we meet, but I'm giving you all a chance and time to call Sirzech a reinforcement, but all of you are foolish enough to challenge me head on, pathetic fool. Heading to Sona at high speed, brought back light sword to strike her down. Serafal. So, Chan. Ria Sona. Tsubaki Sona. Sama. Issei Sona. Saji. Come on, somebody help her. Back to Issei and Vali. Greg, are you just gonna watch Issei? Issei tch, no choice then. Disappear heading to front of Sona. Vali. Let out a chuckle, once a good guy will always be a good guy. Slowly descending following Issei. Albion, well, seems like we can't hide anymore then. Back to Kabal. Kabal ie. Sona. Brought her hand trying to cover herself while closing her eyes, thinking, is this it? I'm sorry everyone, father, mother Nichan, I wish I can meet Haidu sensei for one last time. Clang, with everyone shocked seeing Issei catches Kakebiolite's sword, but Xcast cheering seeing how other Issei saved the day. Sirzech, damn, that was baddest entrance. Azazel, I gotta try that later, taking notes on how other Issei managed to catch his sword in baddest way. Serafal. Jumped to Issei in excitement, hugging him, putting his face on her ample bosom, shouting thank you Issei-chan for saving So-chan, and proceeds to give him several kiss in the face with some near the lips. But Issei harem and those that interested with him gave Serafal a look of envy seeing her in the lead. Rias, if not of my foolish decision. I would be in her place, biting her lips in regret. Sona. One Sama struggling to pull her from Issei. Issei. Thinking while starting to lose consciousness. Opai. Banzai. Issei. Seems like I'm on time, sorry but I can't let you hurt my students. Brought out his other hand and give a finger flick, letting out massive shockwaves sending Kakebiel back to nearest building. Screen close, but most cast jaw drop seeing how other Issei send off Kakebiel with just a mere finger flick. Issei, holy shittt, that was awesome. Sirzech. That's the most baddest finger flick I ever seen in my life. Julio oof, I don't want to ever get hit with it, that looks painful. Ollie. Grinning in excitement, man, I gotta learn how to do that. Great red. Seems like the two heavenly dragons gonna show themselves, I wonder what would happen next. Later grinning. Skeeth. Getting up, stretching a little, well then I got somewhere else to go, you guys continue doing your thing, see ya, then leave via the door and jump inside pool besides his house. Issei. Yawning, well I'm gonna hit the bed, come on guys, goes to his room followed with Natsu, Oda, Takeda, Uesugi and Selwyn. Sererg. Come on Garyu, let's go to sleep, goes to his room yawning followed by Garyu, with others heading to their room to rest after long day. Serafal. Let's go So-chan. Sona, yes. One Sama noticed that Issei harem in front of her and Serafal asking them both to follow to their room. Ep 17. Battle against the one that gaze upon the stars. Also when Xcast seeing scene where there will be nudes, the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I use to create for this story and my avatar Ak. Issei. Go out from his room yawning, man. That was a good nap, how's your sleep Greg? I'm good. So. What you gonna do since you found out that the Citriaris was actually in love with you, and correct me if I'm wrong but pretty sure Serafal Leviathan also actually liked you. But Issei blushing hard from getting reminded from the relevation and the feeling of Serafal fun bags. Issei, why you sure Drake, I mean we don't interact much, how did they hold feelings for me? Great red. Came out from the kitchen eating some meat while still in chibi form, well Drake, right, they both like you. Issei, how are you sure Great Red san? Great Red, my domain is dream, both of them always dream of romantic dream where they both marrying you and live till old age, same with your harem, thinking not I'm gonna tell him the one that was XXX rated, they are surprisingly more lewd than dream of someone that was known as perverted beast. Greg. Chuckle for someone that shouting want to be harem king, you sure are innocent when women advance themselves to you, hahaha, laughing together with Great Red. Issei, oh come on, hang head down embarrassed from the teasing. Great Red. Anyway, you should talk to them about their feelings and accept them, they are good match for you, considering that both hold their distance against you when you still engaged with the Gremory heiress. Greg. Agreed, go for it Issei, take it like a man. Issei. Take a deep breath, you both right, I decided to not run away anymore and take it head on, I'm the proud Red Dragon Emperor, not some coward that can't sort their own feelings, and I love everyone in my harem equally, give resolute face. Greg, attaboy, I'm proud of you Issei. Great Red. Same with me, I know I'm not your real dad, but considering that you have my flesh, I thought of you as my son, and I'm proud of you. Pretty sure Ophis thought the same, thinking, I'm gonna get you the harem you deserve, my boy. Ophis came out of the kitchen still eating popcorn. Baccarat is right, I also support you. Issei. Munch. Issei, thank you for the support. Drag. Great Red San Office. Let's go to the viewing room. Pretty sure everyone else is there. Goes to the viewing room together with Great Red and Office. Great Red, oh before I forgot, here's a piece of advice, telling Issei something while grinning mysteriously. Scene change, living room, with everyone else talking with each other waiting for Skeith arrival. Michael. Everyone else noticed in last viewing that there's something suspicious with Kabal action. Azazel. Nodding, you're right, it looks like he's just testing them. If he's serious they would be killed in an instant. Sirzech sighing, as much I don't want to imagine it. You're right, Azazel, as talented my sister is, she's still too brash trying to take everything head on. Vali, not gonna lie, when I thought about it, it was too easy when I catch him back then, it's like he purposely letting himself get caught. Issei. You're right, it's kinda weird how my punch from my boost connect he could easily withstand or dodge it back then. Bajuka, I hope we can find out about it in this viewing. And now we just wait, it probably will be revealed, we just need to wait for Skeith Dono to come back. Sounds of door opening with people noticed that Skeith came in muttering with annoyed face. Rossweisse, something wrong Skeith-san? Skeith noticed everyone else puzzled face and let out a sigh, nothing, just feel kinda annoyed and weirded out with some issue. Kuroka. What was it about Naya? Skeith. With blank face, I don't know that for some reason, lately people that I know always ask me for love advice and how to court people that they like or how to flirt when they know that I'm single and never had any love experiences in all my entire life. Sighing, but everyone else give dumbfounded face upon hearing that. How cow, what? You're serious? Skeith gave exasperated sigh, yes, and weirdly enough, people always ask me instead of those that was married. Anyway, since I came back, let's start the next viewing. Pretty sure everyone else can't wait. Point the remote to screen. Screen open. Scene change, Kuo High School ground. Sona. Haidu sensei. Looking at Issei back. Issei. Loosen up his coat while talking without looking back. Take a rest, I'll handle it from here. But Vali finally descending to the ground. Vali. Chuckle, there goes your normal life now, huh? Issei. Issei. Cracking neck and knuckles, yeah, but he's gonna kill my students, can't help it. Sona. Looking back and forth between Issei and Vali. Who are you? How do you know Haidu sensei? Vali. Turn back giving a smirk. Name Vali. Haidu. I'm the big brother of this emo here. Point to Issei using his thumb. Well, Issei got tick mark hearing that. Issei. Shouting at Vali, hey, I'm not an emo. But most cast chuckling imagining emo Issei instead of perverted Issei. Issei, oh shut up, you noticed that Kabal getting up from the rubbles. The Kabal. Slowly getting up in pain. Ugh, what just hit me? Noticed Issei, who are you? Why are you getting in the way of my plan? Issei. Just a passing through teacher, I heard that you want to kill my students just to start the Great War, wasn't it? Kabal, yes I am. I'm getting bored from all these years of this fragile peace, thus decided to kill the siblings of Lucifer and Leviathan. Can't wait to see their expression seeing their beloved siblings' death. I'm sure they would be enraged from it, and the next Great War would start from their rampage. Give evil face during monologue. Sirzech. Gritting teeth together with Grayfia hugging terrified Milika's bastard. Serafal. Hugging Sona protectively, don't you dare. Bajuka, as much I hate to say it, if he managed to do it, Sirzech would go on rampage regardless of consequences. Sirzech. Let out a sigh while still looking at Kabal and screen with hateful expression. As much I hate to say it, I would do that if he succeeded. Azazel, the question is why Kabal didn't assassinate them in silence instead of confronting them head on. Issei. Looking suspiciously at Kabal and brought his right hand out while expelling transparent red aura with greenish tint heading to his right hand. Ollie. Widen eyes a little, you're going to use both of them? That's overkill, dude. Issei. Shake head, of course not, I don't want to accidentally wipe out Kuo or worse Japan, I'm just checking out using 0R. His reasoning is kinda suspicious though. Ollie, if you say so. But the red aura heading to the bracelet making it expel out mid-sized blade. Issei, I see, that confirmed my suspicion. Skeith. Pausing the screen, turning to others, pretty sure you guys got some questions, just ask. Issei, what is that red aura coming from? Other me? Azazel, what is that bracelet? Ollie. And what other me mean by them? Skeith, for Issei question, it was his energy of soul. Issei. Widen eyes, wait, what? Yasaka. How did other Issei-kun do that? Skeith. Long story short, during the time Issei and Vali go to a certain world, he gained both the rings and bracelet as gift. Both of them learn to become OPT Aka Opart tactician. Where to use Opart effects, they need to use their energy of soul to activate it. Effects to Azazel and Vali questions Oparts, or its full name out of place artifact, is an artifact that exists from ancient civilization from that world. It has rank from E to SS rank, depending on Opart's effects. Has silly effect or has countless amount of effect. There's also one that will kill it user if not suitable. So in nutshell, parts is like sacred gear but more risky to use. But everyone else rendered speechless upon hearing about the O parts. Azazel, wow, those O parts was really awesome, but considering that they mostly dangerous, it's better they don't appear in our world. Sirzech, yeah, I dread if Rizavum ever learn about it. Issei. Skeith-san, what is O parts that other me have eyes shining in anticipation. Skeith, well, for the bracelet, it's called 0R and AR Anko part. Its abilities depending on the enemy evil, hatred and other negative thoughts. The more wicked their enemy, the more vicious the blade would be let out. You could say that O part reflect people evil in form of boomerang blades against them. It will only cut those who are evil and corrupted and won't harm the innocent. Odd and damn, that is really useful effect. Vali, I got a feeling even Trihexa would be powerless against it. Skeith. And for the rings, it's called Justice C Ranko part. It has 5 different effects. Each rings I won't tell for now, but chuckle, don't underestimate it. Judging by it rank, the original user after mastered it can casually do this, using just one of it effects. Show a picture on the screen, but every cast jaw drop seeing it. Issei hula ye shy it. Sirzech, you call that just one of it effects? It's way too big. Brag, hate to say it, either me or Albion would probably be killed in an instant if get hit with that. Albion. Drag, right, I don't think I'll ever manage to use divide in time considering how fast that technique heading towards me. Skeith, here is the 0R original user, Geofried and Justice original user, Crossby and Cena. But everyone else feel that they look familiar for unknown reasons, especially Vali to Geofried and the Angels to Cross. Vali, why I feel like I felt sense of kinship with him. Michael. For some reason. Looking back and forth between Cross and Metatron, why both of them feel the same. Gabriel, you feel it too, brother. But Metatron looking at Cross picture in trance. Metatron, who is he? Skeith. Thinking how they would be surprised if they know who those two are. Point the remote to screen, restarting the viewing. The Kabal. Puzzled seeing the blade sprouting out from the bracelet. What are you going to do with that unimpressive blades? Cutting fruit. Issei. Shrugs and retract back his soul energy, deactivating. 0R, nothing, just checking out something. Anyway, enough talk, disappear and appear right before Kabal, giving him a punch in the gut, making him coughing blood and kick him away. That's for hurting my students. Kabal, Guhurk, who are you? How did I never found out how strong you are? The report shows you are just only normal teacher despite how young you are. Issei. I've been hiding myself, got no interest to involve myself with supernatural world, but got no choice to reveal myself seeing that you gonna slaughter my students. Besides, are you done holding back? Pretty sure you're stronger than this. Issei. Holding back. Azazel, what does other Issei mean? Kabal. Holding back. What are you talking about? Issei. Narrow his eyes enough, pretending there's no way you still at 10 wings level. The energy you've been hiding is way more than normal 10 wings level. Kabal. Hang head down, starting to laugh. Kuki hahaha, I never thought that a normal human can detect my actual strength. Very well, then let me show you my true power. Hired, yelling out, sprouting out another pair of wing, making him has 12 pair of wing. With the energy he expelled was at super devil level. Issei, what? Rias H, how is this possible? Sona. We're overestimating ourselves back then. We're lucky that Kabal was just playing around with us. Azazel. Wide eyes, I can't believe it. Kabal reached 12 wings already. Shem his eye, so. That's why he's been keeping up by himself all these years. Arakiel. He's been training all by himself actually. Michael. Sweating, I never expected that he reached super devil class level in power. Sirzech. Gritting teeth, worried for other Rias and everyone else safety. I hate to say it, but he was close to my level in power. But everyone else turned to Skeith, giving him questioning look. Skeith, one of key points from his words back then. Don't you guys feel weird that Kabal was known to only have 10 wings, but why he decided to attack Kuo, knowing that Sirzech was already at super devil class? Of course, he has trump card hidden and this is it. Vali, the question is. He could easily defeat me back then unless I use Juggernaut Drive, but I'm puzzled why he letting himself get caught. Skeith, just watch, for now it would be revealed. But Zenobia, Gremory and Citri group trembling in fright, losing hope, feeling the power released by Kabal. Zenobia, what we're thinking? Rias, we got no chance at all. Sona. Punch the ground from frustration, damn me, and my stupid pride. I should have called Sirzech Sama and me Sama, looking at Issei worriedly. Issei. Let out a breath, seems like you hiding more than I expect. Kabal, it is, I'm planning to unleash my full power against Sirzech or Michael once either of them came here, but I'm totally disappointed devils with their foolish pride, especially the young generation thought they can handle me without even try to contact them. They don't even know the horror of wars. Rushing to Issei at high speed, brought out broadsword made of light. Ollie. I'll let you handle this, Issei, leaning against a tree watching battle that would unfold. Issei, sure, by the way, appear beside Zenobia, taking Durandal from the ground, holding it. I'll borrow this for a while. Zenobia ehh. Mouth gape in shock seeing how Issei carrying Durandal with ease. But most cast jaw drops seeing how other Issei carrying Durandal no problem. But Issei and Kabal clashing swords, making sparks from the sword clash fly all over the place. Budo so fast. I can't even see it at all. Zenobia. Such a strong man. Looking at Issei intently. While in mid-fight Kabal started talking with Issei. Kabal. Very impressive, I never thought that a human managed to reach such level. You're the second human ever managed to fight me on even ground beside him. Issei, by him you mean old man Vasco, right? While in distance Inovia gives shocked expression seeing that Issei know Vasco Strada. Kabal, oh, you know him? Could it be you're his secret disciple? Issei. Pushing back Kabal, making him fly to the sky from the impact. Nah, just a friend. Kabal. Interesting, very interesting. Have at they brought back his light broadsword, putting high amount of energy inside of it and released the slash towards Issei and everyone else in huge wave of light energy, with everyone else using their hands futilely cover themselves from impending doom. Sirzech Rias. Serafal. So, Chan. Mikin Goru. I see. Skeeth, relax, just watch. Issei. Brought Durandal back in reverse grip, putting high amount of light Taki energy inside of it. Ali. Start grinning, oh who that technique, huh, been a while since I seen that. Issei advanced strash arrow, release huge sword slash at high speed towards the incoming wave of energy cutting through it, heading towards shocked Kabal. Kabal. What the? Guruk unable to evade in time from incoming slash, leaving huge gash over his body bleeding all over, with the cut-off stray energy slash from Kabal heading towards the school building, destroying it. Sona the school, so much destruction, lamenting the fact that there's lot of work to repair, with Tsubaki patting her back, but every swordsman present jaw drops seeing the technique the other Issei just use. Saoji, what kind of technique was that? It's too fast. Udo, I can't even see it at all. Arthur. I don't think most of us can evade it. Sirzech. Eyes wide, it just happened in a blink of eye. Skeeth. Let out relieved sigh, thinking, were you glad they still shocked and didn't think to ask about it. Issei, here goes then. Gavitbone and Avant readying himself in fencing position and thrust Durandal ahead in piercing motion, releasing single shockwave to evading Kabal, piercing through his left shoulder, making a see-through hole. I see, is that a freaking air cannon? Parliament. How is that possible? Saoji. Wide-eyed, I don't think I can do that. Kabal, damn it, Garg fall to his knees coughing blood trying to cover the hole on his left shoulder using his other hand. Rias, I can't believe it, Haidu sensei is winning. Keno. Blushing so strong. Scene change inside of boosted gear. Meanwhile in boosted gear with Drag and other past possessor of boosted gear, watching Issei battle from big screen in a Colosseum. Drag, nice one Issei, hey pass me the chips, munching popcorn. Belzard. Sure, give Drag bag of chips. Elsha. Issei-kun surely has gone far stronger than before, huh? I'm proud of him drinking soda. Issei. Belzard-san. Elsha-san. Greg. Bewildered, I never thought that everyone else would also shown up. Azazel even I didn't expect it. Vali, oh who, so that's the strongest boosted gear user in the past, I wonder how I would fare against them. Albion, hard to say, but I can safely say you would win against them barely without using Diabolo's dragon Lucifer. Past user A. He's easily stronger than all of us. Past user B, yep, he has noticed. Drag thought of something wrong. Drag. Let out mischievous grin and whisper his plan to everyone else. Belzard. You're genius, Drag, I'm in. Elsha. Never thought you had it in you, Drag, I'm also in. Grinning. Drag. Come on guys. With Drag and everyone else rushing out to somewhere else while wearing mischievous grin. Issei. Worriedly looking at his left hand, dreading other Drag plan. What are you planning, Drag? Drag, I don't know, let's see what plan other me have in store. Unconsciously let out a chuckle. Back to present. Issei. Muttering Seems like I can't properly replicate Brooks' and technique, looking over Durandal and stick it on ground, thinking shame, a great sword not suitable using his technique. Kabal. Using fire magic cauterizing his wound. Guy, I never expected someone as strong as you've been hiding this long. Issei. Shrugs while cracking knuckles, like I said, I prefer keep my own business to myself. Kabal. Chuckle giving content smile looking to sky humanity and their own free will. Is this? What you mean, father? Meanwhile in distance with Freed woke up dizzy. Freed. Damn it, how did Excalibur-chan can broke against a filthy devil sword? Udo. Freed, huh? Looking at everyone else puzzled and start shaking in fear without knowing why after seeing Vali and gape in shock after seeing Kabal full of injuries. What just happened? Why my body trembling upon seeing that guy is boss losing? Should I need to get out from here, start running away? Vali, nearly forgot about you, gave off savage grin and appear before shocked Freed, punching his gut, then grab him by the face, throwing him to the air. Issei. Jaw drops, is that Vegeta move? Azazel, holy shit. Kaneko he just kill him, J just. Like that, trembling in fear. Saji. Shaking in fright, I swear to myself to never ever piss him off with everyone else in Citri peerage, nodding in agreement in fright. Ali. TCH, what a dirty firework. Sudden scene change, alternate DBZ verse several year after Kid Buu defeat. Issei. Start fainting from happiness with big smile on his face after seeing both of his idol Jigoku-sama. V Vegeta-sama. I can die happy now. Brago, wake up partner. Asia. Issei-san. After everyone else finally managed waking up Issei from his fanboy moments. Sirzech. Chuckle well I can't blame him I would faint too if I'm in Issei place. Azazel. Whistle damn look at them go I can't even see their moves. Ollie. Grin so that's the legendary Goku and Vegeta huh, never thought I'll see them in this viewing. Vegeta. Akuo got punch in the face damn it Kakarot. Goku he you let your guard down Vegeta how about we call it a day for now, I'm kinda hungry he. Vegeta tch fine grumbling frustrated but both stop fighting and flying back home. Goku. Turn to Vegeta puzzled hey Vegeta you never let your guard down like that before what happened? Vegeta TSK, probably some vermin talking about me, speaking of I wonder how those two brats doing right now. Goku oh you mean Issei and Vali man, can't believe it that we will ever see people that came from other universe just a year after fighting Buu never thought that you would agree training them for a while. Vegeta HMPH, their strength together with the two dragon inside of them is laughable but I admit I respect their tenacity to train. Goku. Chuckle well if you say so, can't argue with that all four of them have been working hard learning from us. Shiva anyone else agree to never try to go those universe because of how outclassed we are against them, say I. Xcast I realizing that only Issei didn't reply and turned to him only to sweat drops noticing him praying to small shrine that have pictures of both Goku and Vegeta. Skeeth. Shaking head amused head if only they known Xenoverse Super GT or AF timeline they would probably get heart attack from it, remembered something, and turned to readers nearly forgot both Issei in my house and the one they're watching they only know from Dragon Ball, until Dragon Ball Z but the movies are not included in their universe. Back to present. Bicabial. Eyes wide a little seeing how Vali dispose freed so fast. Issei. Rubbing forehead from incoming headache hug that idiot. Does he have to show off every time whatever. Let's continue Bicabial. Bicabial. Very well let's end this I won't let my carefully prepared plan end like this. Both start rushing to each other only for Issei to stumble midway. Bicabial a chance you let your guard down start condense all his energy on his fist beating Issei using the chance provided. Miki and Goru Issei. Sirzech what happened? Sarah erg how did he suddenly stumble just like that? Sona sensei. Tsubasa he was winning. What just happened? Vali oi Issei the heck you're doing? Issei getting up after getting thrown away and spit out the blood while slowly growing angry tick marks shouting in his mind, damn it guys since when I turn into a freaking Gundam of all thing huh? With only sounds of laughter inside the boosted gear as a response. Xcast what? Moments before in mini flashback, inside of a cockpit with Drake wearing a pilot suit but the screen in the cockpit booting up showing HAWT symbol with Drake furiously writing from the keyboard muttering. Drake CPG system complete, neural linkage ion density normal, update metamotor cortex parameter, nuclear reactor critical power flow stable all system green. Welsh Hidu, system activated. With Elsha voice heard from speaker. Elsha. Course clear, Y100X Welsh Hidu, please launch. Drake Y gotch. Welsh Hidu taking off but the metal box where cockpit is get launched from the hangar. Belzard. Wearing director outfit CUTTT superb. Past user A holy shit we can make a killing from this. Past user B. Drake is a genius. Past user C. Who's the in charge of editing? Past user D let me handle it brought out a computer out of nowhere. Past user E let me handle the soundtrack I got tons in my collection. Drake. Getting out from the cockpit hey anyone get a good video of that? With every past user as cameraman give a thumbs up. Drake nice give high five to everyone else. And everyone start laughing their ass off hearing Issei voice complaining with Drake being the loudest. Mini flashback end. With most cast laughing their ass off watching what just happened with Vali and Albion being the loudest. Azazel. Rolling on the ground laughing holy shit I never expected that Issei would be treated as a freaking Gundam of all things hahaha. Sirzech. Clutching his stomach from laughing too hard pfftt. Air. I need air. Hahaha. Ollie. Tapping his knees non-stop laughing oh man this is gold, I'm glad get kidnapped here hahaha. Albion. Still chuckling even I didn't expect that. Great red. Muttering I swear when I'm getting back home, I'm gonna make a Gundam myself believe it. Sikvera. Starting to blush muttering Hidu as a Gundam. Let out a nosebleed and faint from blood loss. Issei what the buck Drake. Only got no response. Drake. Issei. Drake. Starting to get afraid DTRAIG. Drake oh. And nothing Issei it just I'm overwhelmed from seeing what just happened. Issei you making me worry there man. Drake. Unconsciously let out evil chuckle in his mind cuckoo. Skeeth well. Good luck Issei. But Issei got chills in his spine for unknown reasons. Issei. Point to his left hand with eye twitching irritated. Vali I see sweat drops thinking I wonder what did Drake do making Issei stumble like that. Albion. Probably some stupid shit. Back to Issei. Issei tch, better finish this suddenly appeared before shocked Kabiel giving him an uppercut launching him to sky and preparing to go after him. Ready, set go. Sajiwa, sensei is amazing eyes shining in awe. Kabiel grrkk damn it I can't even keep up with him. Issei. Its pointless suddenly appeared below Kabal, delivering devastating kick on his gut, making him coughing lots of blood and saliva. Issei. Here's another one. But Issei land on the ground, seeing Kabal unable to fight anymore, only managed to getting up in kneeling position. Kabal. Well, still in pain, coughing blood and letting out defeated sigh. Seems like it's my loss. I can feel it. You are stronger than Sirzech. I can't beat you. Come on, do your worst. End me. But everyone else is hearing distant, shocked, hearing Kabal claim that Issei are stronger than Sirzech. Rias str, stronger. The Nai-sama. The Keno Ara seems like sensei has keeping up many secrets from us. Yufufu. Sona, this is mind-boggling. If I don't hear it, I probably not gonna believe it. Tsubaki. You're right, Sona-sama. Still, I'm glad that sensei came to our rescue. Sona. It is, I'm glad. Blushing. Back to Issei and Kabal. Issei. Shaking head. No, I won't. I still got questions for you to answer. Kabal. Don't mess with me, you're the hero where I'm the villain. Just give me a fitting end, kill me, let out small mutter. My role here is already done. Azazel. Kabal. Shem has I. Why he sounds so desperate. Arakiel. I don't know the reasons, but I'm not gonna like it. Grimace. Michael. Why? Just why he acting like this? Gabriel. Kabal. Thinking of happier time when everyone else haven't fallen as an angel. Raphael, his eyes is full of grief and fear. Be real, but why? Metatron, what do you mean by role, brother? With everyone else pondering what Kabal mean by role. Issei. Thinking, seems like there's a secret he's hiding. Oi Vali, come here. Vali appear beside Issei. What was it, Issei? But both Issei and Vali using sounds transmission technique communicating with each other. Issei. Let's do that technique, seems like he's hiding something. There's lot of prying ears here. My gut feeling telling me to not letting everyone else here know about it. Vali. Getting serious. If your gut feeling telling you that it must be serious, let's do this. But both giving a nod to each other and brought their hand to their side and punched the air, letting out bright light to the sky, making a dome of light covering Issei, Vali and Kabal, making them disappear before everyone's eyes. Skeeth. Getting up, stretching. Just ask if there's any questions. Sirzech, I think there's nothing to ask for now, we'll ask about it in next viewing. Odin. He's right, we'll ask about it later. But Xcast not in agreement. Skeeth, that's a new one. Anyway, take care for now. Got somewhere to oh. Before I forgot, good luck Issei. You need to give encouraging wink to Issei and leave via the door. With everyone else except select few wondering what Skeeth mean. Issei. Let out nervous breath and goes to Sona and Seraphil. Sona, Seraphil. With everyone else looking interested with what would happen next. Seraphil. Pouting, waving her finger. Mao. Issei-chan, call me Sarah-chan. Got it. Issei, got it, I'll do that this time. Getting serious. Sona, Sarah-chan, was it true that you both like me? But both of them blushing hard, getting caught off guard, while Rias and other ex-harem members give pained expressions seeing what currently happening. Sona. Fidgeting nervously while blushing. Yes, I am. I've been starting to notice you since you defeat me in chess. Seraphil. Playing with her hair while still blushing. Is for me. Promise me you won't laugh. Issei-chan. Issei, I won't, I promise. Seraphil. Talking in whisper. It was. Issei, it was. But the guys eating popcorn watching while still grinning. Seraphil. Moo. It was love at first sight. Got it. This is so embarrassing. Shouting while blushing and start covering her face, embarrassed from the confession. Sona and Nisama, was it true? Lord Citri. Grinning. Little Sarah and Sona already grown up, I'm proud of them. Lady Citri. Oh, enough being dramatic. Elbow his sides. Issei, I see, I'm honored knowing that you both like me. I would love to accept you both, but Seraphil. Grinning. If you're thinking for approval from your harem, Issei-chan, don't worry, they already accepted us into the group. With Issei harem giving a nod to shocked Issei. Issei. Wide eyes. Really? Sona. Blushing. Why, yeah. They willing to accept us, knowing that we both genuinely love you. Issei, I see. Take a deep breath and get into proposing pose to Seraphil and Sona. It might be sudden, but will you both willing to go out with me? Sona and Seraphil. Yes, we will, with both hugging Issei in happiness. But everyone else start clapping, congratulating new couple except select group. Nikki. Shed tear of happiness. I'm so proud. Or me too. Great red. Slam the table. All right, I win the bet. Pay up, suckers. Ha 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 ha. Azazel, damn it. Sirzech arg, I lost. Odin, my money. Ikururg, can't believe I lost. Hand in my apple. Razor. Razor, can't believe it. Razor lost. With everyone else sulking, losing the bet and hands several items and money to grinning Great Red. Morgan B. Brother. What just happened? Arthur. Well, still sulking, answering. Oh. We just make a bet who gonna confess first. Zeodicus, and how the confession would happen. Azazel. Can't believe it. Great Red got it right. Greg. Realizing something. Wait a minute, did Great Red deliberately make Issei do that in order to win the bet during our talk back then? But the loser eye twitching, giving great red expression of rage. Great red hasta la vista suckers. Ahahaha throw a smoke bomb and running away from the scene cackling evilly. The losers catch HIMMM start jazzing fleeing great red. With everyone sweat drops watching what just happened. Then Alana well that was something noticed Rias wasn't here together with Issei ex-harem members, it's your lost daughter. You reap what you sow. Scene showing Rias and each ex-harem members in their room on the bed hugging a pillow crying and regret. Ep 18 lament and reasons of despaired stargazer. Also when cast seeing scene where there will be nudes the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I used to create for this story and my avatar Ak. A portal appearing in front of Skeeth house with came out it sneaking around the house heading to living room where the screen to view another universe was while everyone else still sleeping, unaware of unwanted guest. D-boy now let's add some spice to entertain the guest, chuckling mischievously while tampering the screen and leaves after done with his work. Several hours later with scene showing Skeeth walking back to his house. Skeeth. Whistling amused remembering last journey saving a certain guy and getting him into rehabilitation while getting inside of his home and noticing everyone else currently heading to the living room and start talking with them. Yo, how's everyone? Grayfia oh, Skeeth and give him a bow welcome back, we're good. Skeeth. You're welcome, seems like everyone else just finished eating with everyone else giving a nod. Issei man, that last viewing is a shocker, can't believe the Kabal been hiding that much as I don't like it, I'm glad he's just toying with us back then sighing with Natsu on his shoulder, licking his cheeks, while Selwyn Oda Takeda and Uesugi playing around chazzing each other, circling his legs, making him chuckle. Udo. Nodding yeah when thinking about it we still inexperienced back then, there's no way we can injure him let alone, giving shallow cuts because of difference in experience and power. Azazel. Still. I'm puzzled why he take that action. Michael. Not to mention what he meant by roll. Odd and if my hunch is right it might be something serious I just hope it wasn't worse problem than Trihexa incident but cast get chills in their spine thinking about it with Skeeth letting out hidden smirk. Skeeth oh boy all of you have new idea. Azazel. Honestly, it's a miracle that we managed to push Trihexa back further if not. Michael we would have no choice but to stay there for eternity. But those that originally planned to seal themselves together with Trihexa let out sigh of relief for not having to do that with others look at them worriedly. Sirzech. Anyways, enough of dark thoughts, let's not forget to mention that two-sword technique that other Issei use I don't think I can properly evade it in time, especially the first one. Saoji. Nodding yeah, it's too fast but I feel that just the tip of the iceberg and there's more of it. Jean. Eyes wide in shock you're kidding right? But everyone else turned to Skeeth only seeing him chuckle mysteriously. Ollie. Sweating I think we got our answer already by the way did other me know how to do that technique too? Skeeth yep he is, both of other you and Issei learned it from their teacher, considering that sword technique their teacher learned during his journey before meeting you both is among his favorite one to use. But Vali pump his fist excited hearing that his other self can do it too. Arthur. Looking at Vali puzzled you're interested with learning way of swords Vali. Ollie. Been thinking about it since I seen other me using dual blades in that world. Issei. Seems like you've been thinking about it too Havali. Beja oh you also want to learn to wield sword too Issei-san. Issei. Gave a nod yeah, figured it wouldn't hurt to try, considering that I have Ascalon, been neglecting it in favor of using boosted gear, feels like I'm dishonoring Ascalon past user by not using it, same with the shotgun and spear I got. Udo. I'm glad to help giving you pointer on how to use sword Issei smile. Issei. Thanks Kiba gave a thumbs up. Arthur I will also help you how to use sword too Vali adjusting his glass. Ollie. Thanks man, I'll appreciate it. Cow if you want you can ask me on how to use spear Haidu. Issei, looking at Cow bewildered what? You serious? Why the sudden offer? Cow. Smirks now don't get me wrong, I'm interested. Issei. Gasp in shock and start hugging himself protectively while walking backwards away from Cow sorry dude, but I'm not into guys I'm straight. Cow. Let me finish first damn it shouting irritated with eye twitching furiously. Issei haha calm down man, I'm just messing with you chuckling holding his stomach with everyone else chuckling amused seeing Issei trolling Cow. Sighing anyways, I'm interested to see how far you go learning on how you will use a spear, considering how unexpected your move every time with everyone else nodding in agreement. Azazel. Don't forget me if you have time Issei, follow me to shooting range I can teach you on how to use a gun, considering I'm gonna training with my sacred gear. Issei. Bow in gratitude thank you, I'll be in your care. With everyone already arrived to living room and start taking their own seat making themselves comfortable. Skeeth well we finally arrived the moment of truth for you guys to learn the reason of Kabal action point the remote to screen with everyone else looking at the screen in anticipation. Screen open. Narrator. last time on Dragon Ball Z. Crash. With everyone looking at Skeeth worriedly in fright, seeing that he throws the remote to the screen, destroying it with his eyes twitching irritated. Skeeth. Booking asshole sighing while changing the screen to a new one, while checking out what else got tampered with and found small note near the screen and reading it. Sorry for the outburst, everyone seems like the guy that kidnapped you guys came back when I'm away and messed with the screen. It might show different viewing randomly sometimes. Anyway, let's continue. Scene open. Back to last chapter with everyone present gobsmacked seeing Issei, Vali and Kabal disappear from their side after being covered with a dome of light. Rias, where are they? Hineko. Trying to sense where they are but to no avail, I can't feel them, it's like they just disappear. Tsubaki, I feel like they would be back but I'm not sure when. Sona. Shaking head broken out from her stupor, I guess we just need to believe in them and wait. But everyone else has no choice but to agree. Scene change inside of the barrier. Kabal. Looking around bewildered and turned to Issei and Vali. Where are we? But both Issei and Vali brought their hand down letting out tired breath. Vali, this technique still taking a lot of energy to use, glad we learned this from sensei back then, right Issei? Issei, it is, and what do you expect, trying to make a temporary miniature world dimension would tire out anyone wiping out a sweat. Giorgio, come on, seriously? Pouting little jealous seeing that Issei and Vali achieve such feat without relying on sacred gear. Vali. Speaking about this technique. Sensei once said that he made it in honor of the silver giant that saved him before in his journey back then. Do you think we will ever meet that silver giant, Issei? Issei. Shake head unsure, I don't know, but sensei said that silver giant was some kind of godly figure, considering that it disappeared in particles of light after it saved sensei. Brigham. Even I'm curious about it since you both brought out about this topic. Albie, and I can feel the awe from his voice when your teacher told you both about it. But all four of them in discussion completely ignoring Kabal, forgotten that he was also there in the dimension too. Kabal, don't you both forget I'm still here too. Issei, oh shoot, sorry about that, been caught in discussion, my bad, rub back of head embarrassed. Ollie. Chuckle nervously, he, can't believe we forgot about you when we're the one that brought you here. BDRAIG and Albion. Idiot. ISSEI and Vali, oh shut up. But Xcast chuckle seeing other Vali and Issei forgetfulness and looking towards Skeeth wondering about the silver giant. Skeeth. Noticed everyone questioning looks towards him, you guys curious about the silver giant? Well, I won't tell much. You could say that the silver giant was an immortal being of light that was among the oldest among its kinds. You could safely say it was like a god and have been traveling across the multiverse and dimensions saving it from threats. It mostly appear in restricted form to save energy, only change to its true form if the situation is dire or want to finish the problem quickly. Issei. In awe after hearing about the silver giant. Whoa, that was awesome, it must be super powerful, for it can travel across the multiverse easily. Vali, even I'm interested if our other selves teacher spoke such praise for that being to make a move in honor of it. Grinning. Michael, it is, I wonder if we will ever see the silver giant in the future viewing. Gabriel, I would love to see the silver giant too. Azazel, Just a question, Skeeth-san. Skeeth, sure, just ask. Azazel, if hypothetically the silver giant came to our world, what would its opinion towards all of us fallen angel and devil, considering that it was being of pure light? Sirzech. Sweating nervously, wait, you're right, fallen angels and devils was being that opposite of light, would it dislike us? Because of our nature. With every fallen angel and devil in the room shivering imagining the worst. Skeeth. Chuckle seeing those mentioned nervous face, no need to worry, it is benevolent being, always looking towards the good in the heart first, besides it believed that everyone despite their own different origin and race, they can work together as one. I can say 100% sure that it would be proud of you all seeing everyone working together during Trihexa incident, with everyone that was involved in Trihexa incident unconsciously puffed with pride and happiness, thinking that silver giant would be proud of them. Vishnu. Chuckle, now I'm looking forward about it. Brahma, I hope we will meet the silver giant in the future viewing. Skeeth. Chuckle thinking hen echo. Issei. Before that Rep shove his hand forward to Kabal direction, using healing spells several times until he recovered completely. Kabal. Looking at himself in wonder, this is twilight healing. No. It's an healing spell. But of an unknown origin. Issei. Wipe out sweat, I'm not really good with healing spells, need to learn the advanced one next time. Noticed Vali grinning face. Vali rept suddenly shouting non-stop using healing spells towards Kabal, making him become energetic for a moment and falls down unconscious twitching while foaming from the mouth from overhealing. Issei, I stop doing that, you idiot, punch Vali in the face, making him stop overhealing Kabal. Albion, why Vali? Just why? But Xcast except Vali, who covering his face from embarrassment, laughing hilariously seeing other Vali antics. Issei, nice punch, other me gave thumbs up to the screen. Azazel. Holding his sides. Oh man, I didn't expect that, hahaha. Iku, holy shit, this Vali is hilarious, hahaha. Issei, look at him, the guy already unconscious from what you have done. Now we need to wait. Point to unconscious Kabal. Vali, oh come on man, just a joke. I've been meaning to try what Shino-san once done to Tokyo-san, pouting and start whistling innocently. Issei, I know that you're really good with healing spells, but do you have to do it now of all times? Now we need to wait till he woke up. Greg, honestly I'm surprised someone thought about using healing spells that way, chuckle. Albion, for such a gentle lady, she's sometimes really ruthless doing that to her enemy, either allies. Sometimes later with Kabal finally woke up. Kabal. Mutter weakly, where am I? Issei. Finally you woke up, sorry about this idiot here, I'll make sure he won't do it again, sighing, and gives stink eye to Vali, who chuckle nervously. Vali, he my bad, got caught in a moment, promise won't do it again, he for now, haha. Kabal, v very well. Coughing nervously and turned to Issei, sighing, well seems like you have your questions, just ask, seeing that you won against me. The three of them taking a seat on nearby rocks. Issei. Before I ask, do you mind take off the eye contact together with the fake ears and teeth first? Vali. Sweat drops, yeah dude, I don't know how long you've been using those things, especially your eyes, you need lots of eye drops, for that gave Kabal some eye drops. Kabal. Seems like I don't need to wear these anymore, can't believe you two can see through it, not even Azazel, and others can see through this disguise after all these years, chuckling, and proceeded to remove the mentioned items, and using the eye drops, while changing his evil expression to relaxed one. Azazel. Getting up, pointing to the screen, shocked, wait, so that's why he suddenly have red eyes, and his ears got longer, I thought Kabal got that naturally as side effects after falling. Emiya. Mouth gape in shock, I can't believe it, Kabal got us good. Barakiel. Eyes wide, you gotta be kidding me. Shemhazai. Grasp his head in denial, unable to believe they didn't manage to see through Kabal prank all these years. Skeeth, duh, don't you guys ever wondered how the heck Kabal is the only fallen angel that looks different from the rest when you guys look normal compared to him? But those that had associated with Kabal feel depressed from unable to see through his disguise all these years during their time in Grigori. Vali, damn, their observation skills must be sucks if they didn't manage to see through that. With countless imaginary sucks arrows piercing through them, making them more depressed from the insults. Issei, anyway, back to main topic, why you suddenly came to attack Kuo of all places to start the Great War. There's a lot of more suitable places, and this sounds dark, but it's better for you to show yourself to entire world doing a genocide all over the place. With your power, normal people stand no chance at all, even if it will be brief, but the damage would be hard to undone. Vali, not to mention that the entire supernatural world had no choice but to reveal themselves if you do that instead of attacking Kuo. But most cast shivering, imagining what other Vali and Issei said. Issei, I hate to say this, but other me is right. Sirzech, yeah, when he put it like that, we would have no choice but to reveal ourselves. Michael the first disliked to say it, Kabal would reach his goal to restart Great War if he do that instead of attacking Kuo. Azazel. Seems like we only can wait to hear his reasons. While sighing, Kabal hang his head down, making shadow covering his face. Kabal, I have no choice. Issei, what do you mean by that? Kabal, the three faction. No. Nearly every leaders in the supernatural world have been too complacent with this fragile peace we have, and especially their own inaction. Vali. Narrow his eye suspiciously, care to explain what you mean by inaction. Kabal. Slam his fist down in frustration near the rock he's sitting, destroying it to pieces. It is I said, there's been too many problem that's happening in their own faction that they, as a leader, supposed to take care of it seriously, but just turn a blind eye even after knowing about it, especially the three faction, as much I hate to admit it. Catching his breath from the outburst. Skeeth. Turned to Xcast, looking at them, especially at the leaders. You guys should be prepared for what Kabal gonna say, you guys might not like it, but it is necessary. But the leaders gulping down saliva nervously for potentially of insult and reprimanding from Kabal. Kabal. Let me start first for the devils, there's many things that happen to count, especially the Nekishu massacre incident. With Kuroka and Kaneko flinch, remembering their past. Kuroka. Muttering, depressed with her ears down, I'm sorry everyone. Naya. Issei. Hugs her, it's alright Kuroka, just let it all out. But Kuroka let out small sob, remembering her guilt making her clan got wiped out, with Kaneko jealously looking at their interaction. Kaneko, if I didn't toss away senpai. It should have been me in her position, muttering while letting out a tear of regret. Issei. Nekishu massacre. Vali. Could it be? With both of them in thinking pose, thinking about something. Kabal, the entire Nekishu race nearly got slaughtered because of just one Nekishu that got reincarnated, killed off their master and devil council without discussing with their leaders, just decided the reason is because of she gone crazy because of overusing senjutsu. Screw that shitty excuses why they don't find out what actually happened first before deciding brand her with stray devil bounty and to kill off Nekishu race just like that. Where's the justice for the innocent live that was lost from the massacre? They're leaders of devil race for buck's sake, damn it, not some bucking figurehead. They should enforce their authority as a leader, not let their own subjects do as they please. Those four fought in devil civil war, leading anti-Satan faction to prove that they wasn't like their ancestors but those idiots sitting their ass. Without monitoring their subject movement, they nearly start another war with Yaokai and Shinto faction from their own inaction. Catching his breath. If wasn't for the mysterious man together with the two children with him repelling most of those stupid devils and take most of Nekashu race to Yaokai faction to safety, many more life would lost or got forcibly reincarnated. I'm not surprised if Nekashu massacre is just a ruse to capture more Nekashu to be forcibly reincarnated, or worse, God forbid they got forcibly experimented. Those poor children. Covering his face, lamenting the innocent children that got killed during the incident. I really wish to meet those three to express my thanks for helping those innocent people. But Sirzech, Serafo, Ajuka and Falbium hang their head down in shame hearing Kakabiel critique against them. Serafo, we should have done more. We've been incompetent. By letting this happen. Falbium. Wide awake, serious, he's right, we would be no different from old Satan faction because of our inaction. It's time to make it right. Ajuka. Sighing, I think I'm gonna install new feature to devil pieces next time when we came back so that more people wouldn't get forcibly reincarnated against their wish. Sirzech. You're right, Ajuka. Besides, when we came back home we need to do full check to those that participated in the massacre. Who knows if what Kakabiel say is true. That's all we could have done to atone ourselves for the lives that have lost because of our inaction. But four of them gave about Yasaka and Kuroka for their guilt due to what their people have done. Yasaka. Please raise your head. It's already in the past. Kuroka. It's okay, Naya, what matters is that you four will take action against those who are guilty. Naya. Sun Wukong. And also another change with most Nekashu race got saved in time. Rias, but by who? Sona. Turned to Rias, giving her, are you serious? Look, Grayfia. Shaking her head in disappointment, thinking it's obvious who saved them. Seems like Rias Sama need more remedial lessons. But Issei using sounds transmission technique communicating with Vali. Issei. Mysterious man. Vali. And two children. Could it be? From Issei's, you guessed, Vali. Vali. Seems like we'll have to tell him later. Issei, got it. Still, I wonder how's Kuroka doing right now. Hope she's okay, seeing like she's always red-faced when I talked with her. With Drag and Albion Fasipum inside their sacred gear together with past possessor. When hearing that, Vali. Sweat drops, thinking this dense idiot don't see that she's into him. At least he wasn't on sensei level. Sensei was already lost cause. But both Issei and Vali noticed that Kakabiel gonna talk more and decided to let him continue. Kakabiel. Speaking of forcibly reincarnated, then there's about the Asterth heir. It's bucking suspicious how's all his peerage members is former nun. Even an idiot can see that it wasn't coincidence. It's obvious that pedophile-faced bitch using sinister means to trick them into joining his peerage, muttering in worry, I wonder where's Asia Argento now. God forbid if she got tricked into joining that bastard peerage. Issei, about Asia Argento, don't worry, she's safe with me. Kakabiel. Turned to Issei in shock, what do you mean by that? Issei, I found her back then when she came to Kuo. Now she's living in my house. I promised Vasco Asen to take care of her if I found her. Kakabiel. Let out breath of relief. I see. I'm glad if she's in your care. In all my life it can counted with one hand the people that I have met that has pure soul like her, but I'm worried if her innocence would be used against her. She's too kind for her own good, considering that bastard was the reason she got excommunicated from the church by tricking her. Speaking of Vasco Strada, how is he? Spoke Vasco name with respect. Vali, the muscle old man, still healthy though, no need to worry, pretty sure the guy can live past 100 easily and still healthy. Vasco. Gave hearty chuckle, thank you young man. Vali. You're welcome, muscle old man smirks. Issei, yep he is, don't worry if that bastard ever tried to do something against Asia. Gave dark look, he better wish to never been born. Kakabiel, very well, I hope you would take care of her. Continuing to main topic, as much as I hate to say it, start trembling in anger and disappointment. I'm disappointed with Michael. But Michael flinched from Kakabiel's sudden outburst. Ollie. Come on man, take a breath here, some water. Gave Kakabiel a bottle of water. Kakabiel. Thank you, proceeds to drink the entire bottle in one gulp and taking deep breath. I'm really disappointed with him, I know that. Since father death. There's lot of responsibility to be taken care for, but is he blind? Especially with what happened within the church and Vatican. The corruption is already so severe that even dead people can't see it thousands of miles away. There's tons of problems that I don't know where to start. Issei, take a deep breath man. Vali. Yeah, you need it. Kakabiel. Taking deep breath and let out a sigh. I'm sorry, I'm totally disappointed with the church and Vatican for those preaching to do good under father name. Chuckle mockingly, their action is even worse than demons first. The Holy Sword Project. There's nothing start trembling in anger holy about it at all. But Yudo gasped hearing Kakabiel mentioned about Holy Sword Project. Kakabiel. They treated those orphan children that should be treated with care and love as opposed with father teaching, but they treat them as mere lab rats, not as a human being. When I caught wind about the project I rushed myself to where facility are to save those children, alas. It's already too late. I can still remember those children horrified expression in face of death. I can see it in their face questioning why God doesn't answer their prayers, and it pained me to see that in my rage. I destroyed those facilities, those responsible for those children death, begging for their lives, but I don't care at all. Honestly, I enjoyed it. Killing all of them. Dave dark chuckle, my hand already covered with blood from those I killed during Great War, there's different spilling another one. And I already vowed myself to avenge those deceased children, so that their souls would get closure from it. From then, I've been searching for the one that started the project and brought the squirrel face reject to Kuo, knowing the survivor of that project was there to grant him the chance to avenge his comrades, and I'm glad he managed to do so. Let out a small smile, but most cast stunned hearing why Kakabiel brought Valper to Kuo, especially Udo. Build, so that's why there's trace of fallen angel feather over the destruction at those facilities. Asko. Actually it was Kakabiel all along. Michael. Muttering depressed with his head down, I'm sorry brother, I have failed you. Udo s, so that's why there's an announcement of fallen angel attack back, then gave a thankful bow to the screen. Thank you. For avenging them and helping me with my revenge. I'll never forget this gesture. Bakabiel then. The Sigurd institution, was it arrogance, stupidity or desperation? I'll never knows. They thought themselves as gods, trying to create life artificially. Don't they know that is absolutely taboo things to do? Cloning, making homunculus that would potentially life only a day from failure of genetics modifications. Don't they ever thought why there's a reason why making artificial life is a taboo? It would be only a matter of time before it would backfire on them. I don't know why. For some reasons. Whether it was my imagination or not. I can hear an amused chuckle directed toward Sigurd institution, trembling in fright, remembering the sounds of the chuckle. Sometimes I wonder if watching over the humanity is worth it or not, but I'm glad that there's those in the church that can be hoped for, remembering Yuld Cristaldi, Vasco Strada and several more. But cast felt chills in their spine when hearing Kakabiel mention about amused chuckle. Uriel, when we came back we need to do full check on Vatican and church. Raphael. You're right brother, who knows what else they've been hiding. Michael. Give determined face. Yeah, it's time to make things right, we have disappointed father long enough. Gabriel. I'll also help too. Issei. Narrow eyes, suspiciously amused chuckle. Ali. Thinking of something. Oi Issei. Do you remember when sensei said to never do human transmutation when we're learning alchemy? Issei, do you think that both are connected with each other? Ali. Nodding, I think it is. But both of them vowed to never do human transmutation, feeling worst thing would happen if ever attempt to do it. Greg, even I feel it would be bad news if someone ever attempt to do that. Albion. Sometimes, some things are better left unanswered. Ali. Human. Issei. Transmutation. Azazel. Using alchemy. Skeeth. Gave lifeless face expression to cast a warning, don't ever try doing that, if not, all of you would be absolutely screwed. No matter who you are. With cast nodding furiously, heeding Skeeth warning. Bakabiel then, as much I hate to say it. Even my own faction I belong to, as much I respect him, how Azazel, in all of his wisdom, decided to just let Sentinel go after he betrayed us. And for what he has done to innocent people back then. Issei, do you mean about the luxury liner ship incident back then? With Tobio and Slash Dog Team flinch, remembering their past. Bali, and also people that gone missing around the time frame of that incident too. Bakabiel. Sighing, giving a nod, the guy is like Azazel with his fascination with sacred gear research, but he take it to the extreme, forcing the evolution of the sacred gear to make new Longinus user, regardless of the consequences to sacred gear user, putting artificial created sacred gear to normal regardless if would be suitable or not, just for the sake of research, not to mention. He's the founder of Chaos Brigade from my investigation. Issei, wait, what? Sirzech. Turned to Azazel, is this true Azazel? Azazel. Eyes wide even. I just know about this. Ophis. I think he's right, the former leader disappear mysteriously after I become their leader back then, even I don't know who was it. Brachial, so there's where Sentinel been these years. Shemhez, I can't believe it, Sentinel was the one that create Chaos Brigade. Ali. Just where is he right now? Enemy, are you disappointed with us Kakabiel for not telling us about this? But cast feel worried about Sentinel whereabouts and worried what he's planning right now. Issei. Chaos Brigade. Bakabiel. Nodding, a group were those supernatural beings who dissatisfied with current peace and wanted to spread chaos to the world. Currently their leader is the Ophis, the dragon god of infinity. I don't know yet what a reason leading them, but I feel she's just a mere figurehead. The leader behind the scenes was actually Rizavum Live and Lucifer, together with other descendants of original force Satan. Ali. Twitch a bit hearing his grandfather name Ahuso, that's where that bitch been hiding, huh? Cuckoo. Bakabiel. Brought out from his musing, feeling Vali bloodlust. Something wrong. Vali, nothing, just finally found out where that bitch of my grandfather have been, gave off savage grin. Bakabiel. Eyes wide, and grandfather. Could it be Vali, my original name is Vali Lucifer, nice to meet you. Great granduncle gave off familiar grin to Kabal. Feeling familiar upon seeing Vali grin and eyes wide open in shock upon realizing why it feels familiar. I knew it, that's why it feels so damn familiar. You and your great grandfather share the same pranking antic when he's still an angel, same with that annoying grin when he pranked us back then. Vali, huh? Never thought that my great grandfather was a prankster as an angel. Now this I got to hear grinning in anticipation. Azazel. Dumbfounded hearing Kabal claim Lucifer as a prankster. No way, that was true, the guy too prideful to ever do that. But those that know Lucifer personally nod head agreeing with Azazel, thinking there's no way Lucifer would ever do that. Skeeth. Shake head amused with their naivety. But Kabal started describing some pranks Lucifer has done before he fall into the sins of pride in mini flashback. Flashback start. A scene showing Michael currently just finished giving a speech to angels in heaven and heading back to his seat with loud farting sounds. Came out right after taking a seat, making him blushing red, while every angel's in assembly chamber struggling holding back laugh but whistling Lucifer outside the chamber, leaving the scene while spinning spare fart cushion in his finger. Another scene showing chuckling Lucifer behind the scenes looking at Azazel running away from transvestite brothel in tattered clothes. Azazel whyy. The note clearly said that this brothel was an actual one. This is already the 10th one already. Another scene showing Uriel and Raphael visiting human village helping them while in disguise, then suddenly their armor and clothes broken into pieces, exposing their naked body, making every females in vicinity faint from nosebleed, with both of them desperately trying to cover themselves, with Lucifer hiding in distance chuckle, humorously seeing his prank succeeded. Uriel and Raphael, what just happened? Another scene showing Barakiel and Shemhazai walking to the bathhouse in heaven. Shemhazai, hey Barakiel, why for some reason there's lots of steam during our way to the bathhouse, I can't barely see a thing. Barakiel shrugs, probably lots of people using the bathhouse. Shemhazai. You're right, maybe that was the reason. But both of them gone inside the male side bathhouse with the male words change back to female the moment they get inside. Female angel voice EKKK perverts. But sounds of two unfortunate souls screaming in pain following after that, while Lucifer outside the bathhouse laughing on the ground seeing his prank succeeded. Then another scene showing Penemu with glowing rainbow colored hair was screaming in rage, while every male angels in vicinity run away going into hiding, throwing other unfortunate male angels towards Penemu, becoming her subject of wrath, with Lucifer in his hiding place rolling on the ground laughing after seeing his works. Flashback end. Those that got pranked, so that was him all along. But others cast laughing non-stop after watching what just happened. Michael, no wonder Lucifer doesn't attend the assembly back then, covering his face from embarrassment. Azazel, that bastard, because of him I nearly got gaped several times. Uriel, no wonder why we feels windy even after wearing our clothes and armor. Raphael, I never faced such humiliation in my life before. But both of them covering their face in shame, while Shemhazai, Barakiel and Penemu screaming profanities in rage, cursing Lucifer name. Skeeth, you guys could say that only Gabriel was safe against Lucifer pranks, and you guys can already guess, so making those that got pranked gave nod of understanding. But both Issei and Vali jaw drops upon hearing about Lucifer escapades. Issei, I never expected the famous Lucifer has that side on him. Greg. Color me surprised, even I didn't expect that. Albion. Same with me. Ollie. Grinning man, really wish I can meet my great-grandfather, could exchange pranking tips with him. Issei and Albion. Don't you dare, don't you bucking dare. Ollie. Pouting, kicking small rocks at his side. TCH, you guys are no fun. Kabal. Sweat drops thinking he's really Lucifer descendant, both of them really act the same. Issei. Rubbing forehead from incoming headache. This is troublesome anyway, what are your reason for? I guess there's more than that besides of every faction problems. But other faction leaders breath sigh of relief for not getting criticized. Ollie. Get serious, yeah, Issei was right, I don't think that was the only reason, right? But Skeeth stopping the viewing hearing someone knocking on the door. Skeeth, a moment, seems like I got a guest, goes to the door seeing the guest for a while and came back with a white-haired guy. White-haired guy who ... if I don't see it myself I wouldn't probably believe it, this is quite interesting. Never thought I would see gods and mythological being from another universe, give amused smirk. Skeeth. Enough of theatrics, introduce yourself. White-haired guy. Chuckle, my bad, the name Shirou Emiya. Issei, nice to meet you Shirou-san, my name Issei Haidu. But Shirou give narrowed eyes unnoticeable to cast except Skeeth. Shirou, so? He's the bearer of red dragon, looking at Vali discreetly. Well, he's the bearer of white dragon. This is interesting. Never thought that the universe they came from, the age of gods, haven't ended yet. But everyone exchanged their greetings and Skeeth told astonished Shirou about major events of what happened so far about the universe cast in the room came from, together with the alternate universe they're watching. Skeeth. Noticed Shirou twitching after hearing about Excalibur giving look of murder and talk with him telepathically. Alright, calm down, no need to commit murder here in my house. Remember that different universe has different rules and remember that the Excalibur they have is a fake one. Shirou. Let out Issei agreeing with Skeith reasoning very well then, guess I had no choice but to agree. Skeith well then. Seeing that everyone has taken their seat, let's continue. The Kabal. Sighing before I say my reason just answer me this what kind of fallen angel I am and my title. Vali the fallen angel of stars wasn't it? The Kabal. Nodding and what stars is related to? Issei many things, among the most popular ones are constellation and astrology. The Kabal it is and what is mostly related to both of them. But both Issei and Vali thinking hard about it and widen their eyes in realization together with Dreg and Albion. Dreg. Could Albion it be that? Issei and Vali. You have seen the future. But cast jaw drops from the bombshell. Azazel are ... You serious? The Kabal you could say that with Issei and Vali confused upon hearing it back then, when I'm looking at the stars reading the constellation, as my hobby I suddenly got several vision of the future with every next vision become worse than before start trembling in fright, I can only seen ... some of it in blur. Only the two of it I can partially see it clearly even, though if it wasn't possible future ... the first one from what I can describe it, someone managed to kill Great Red. With Issei Vali Dreg and Albion widen their eyes in shock upon hearing it. Cast. What? Great Red. I'm dead. Ophis not ... even I can beat Baka Red. Sirzech are you kidding me this can't be true. Azazel. Who was it ... that managed to kill Great Red? Autumn should I jinxed us. I'm sorry everyone. Michael. Sweating nervously the question is just who. The Kabal I thought ... that is bad enough, I'm completely proven wrong ... when the next vision comes. But Kabal start to describe the second vision. Vision sequence start. Scene showing every mythological and supernatural beings rushing towards the same direction trying to attack something. Shiva. This ... is unbelievable. Grayfia every faction. Teaming up together. How cow. Wait a minute. Is that cow's brigade also together with them? Ollie. Eyes widen in shock wait you're right even my grandfather also there. Issei. Rubbing his eyes unable to believe what he just see I think. There's something wrong with my eyes ... but ... I think. Trihexa was also there too. But cast gasp in shock after realizing Issei is right. Azazel who was it ... to make ... even Trihexa teaming up with supernatural too. Michael even ... Samuel also shown up too. Skeith. Snaps his fingers making the children asleep with everyone looking at Skeith and worry it's for the best, trust me, it will answered after this vision sequence ends. But cast give nervous nod. But countless amount of magenta colored energy blast heading towards incoming army, killing many supernatural beings before they can react. Gabriel. Covering her mouth overwhelmed seeing many death toll so much death. Sirzech. I'm not done yet bastard take this came out of smoke from the attack in true power of destruction form, full of injuries creating enormous amount of power of destruction, condensed in ball form, shooting it towards where the energy blast came from making huge explosion. Sirzech. Landing on the ground gasping for breath did ... it works. Ajuka no Sirzech watch out push Sirzech out of the way making him get consumed with wave of magenta colored energy disintegrating him. Sirzech Ajuka suddenly got cut diagonally from the shoulder from energy / separating his upper body from lower body before he realized it and start crying in despair, grieving for people he failed to avenge father ... mother. Grayfia ... Milikas ... Rias Ajuka. Seraphil. Falbium. Everyone, I'm sorry. I'm unable to avenge you all. With him still in mid-air got extinguished with another wave of energy blast. But Sirzech gone ghostly pale white seeing his other self stand no chance at all. Issei. Nice and you bastard activating Diabolo's dragon rushing to where the attack originated come from. Vali Issei you idiot activate Diabolo's dragon joining with Issei trying to attack together. Issei and Vali. Infinity Long Ina Smasher Satan Compression Lucifer Smasher. But both of them releasing strongest attack in their disposal towards their target. But cast watched with bated breath hoping they will succeed. Only it is extinguished completely with magenta colored / with both gasp and shock seeing what just happened. Issei. How? Vali we put all we got only it got destroyed just like that. Dreg and Albion Issei Vali watch out. Issei and Vali what the? Gwarg. But both of them stopped in their tracks unable to move and suddenly transformed into red and white dragon themed great sword and fly to each hand of the person responsible for their situation and got used to kill other supernatural beings that approaching, with both still conscious unable to do anything but watch helplessly seeing themselves got used to kill those they knows. Michael Aerg, Azazel Urg, Yasaka Shiva Guerg, Rizavam Urg, Hades Garg, Issei no ... this can't be real. Vali is there no hope. But every supernatural beings got wiped out from the massacre, leaving only Great Red, Ophis and Trihexa left. But horrified Xcast watched how every supernatural beings got wiped out just like that. Great. That's enough. Ophis I won't forgive you. But both charge their energy to maximum letting out huge blast of energy towards their target. Enemy. Snorts and throw the weapons he just used, transforming unresponsive traumatized Issei and Vali back to normal to incoming attack, making both Great Red and Ophis wide-eyed in shock and desperately trying to change the direction of their attack to the side and catch both of them. Issei damn it, gritting his teeth, frustrated seeing how hopeless the situation are with Mickey and Goru give him comforting hug. Vali. I'm sorry with Azazel know what Vali mean, gave him fatherly hug to comfort him, but both Great Red and Ophis turned back to see their enemy only unable to move, seeing that crimson cone-shaped energy locking them in place, and watch helplessly accepting their fate to incoming huge crimson energy laser, heading their way, completely erasing 4 of them. Enemy? Seems like there's only one left. Noticed that Trihexa unable to move from fear, seeing Great Red and Ophis got destroyed with ease. Guess it's time to finish this and destroy this world. Brought out a card and inserted into his belt. Final attack ride did it a decade, with card-shaped energy locking Trihexa in place, watching impending doom helplessly. Decade HMM, with the resulting explosion complete erased the earth, eventually leading to Big Bang explosion destroying the universe, leaving nothing but darkness. Decade now then my work here is done. The scene showing Decade violent emotion getting up from crouching position and leave the Aurora curtain. Vision sequence end, with Xcast gone silent seeing how their possible future self got destroyed just like that. Shirou. Sweating nervously, Skeith sand who is that guy? With Xcast looking at Skeith intently for answers. Skeith, what I can say is his name is Kamen Rider Decade, the destroyer of worlds. He can travel across the multiverse, observing if the worlds he observed are beyond saving or not, and from his observations the alternate universe of you guys are beyond saving. Shake head in pity. With everyone that heard the name and title felt imaginable terror after know what his duty and purpose. They say, but just why he destroy our other selves, please tell us. Michael? Yeah. Please tell us. Skeith ever noticed that in the vision sequence that world already turned to wasteland? That alternate universe version of you guys failed to find a way to seal Trihexa. The battle lasted for several years, till humanity nearly got wiped out, not to mention that those that killed Great Red was heading to your world, making the situation worse. To save enough trouble he decided to destroy that universe, completely wiping out everything. But Xcast falls silent with no choice but to accept the reality. Shirou, that guy is dangerous. Skeith, no kidding Shirou, pretty sure Alaya and Gaia would cast away their differences and team up together, sending all dead apostle counterforce and beast against him. But Shirou gone pale white just from imagining what Skeith just described. Azazel, I guess I can understand why Kabal didn't tell us. It would cause chaos and panic, worrying if that guy gonna come or not to destroy us. Sirzech, yeah. You're right. Skeith, no need to worry, since he see you guys managed to seal away Trihexa he think that your world has no problem. Great Red. Sighing, seems like I'm too complacent because of my dragon god status to think other me would get killed. Seems like I need to start training to avoid the same tragedy. Ophis, same with me. Lilith, me too also. But Issei, Vali, Drag and Albion gone pale white upon realizing who was it that appear in Kabal's second vision. Kabal, all I know that the vision got cut off the moment the kick connect with Trihexa. Issei, well shit. Vali, shit indeed. Drag, did someone pissed off Decade to make him destroy our alternate self? Albion, I hope that wasn't the case though. But 4 of them praying that if Decade came to their world no one will ever pissed him off. Sirzech, I guess without saying it, everyone agreed to never piss Decade-san if he suddenly came to our world too. But Xcast give a nod, agreeing with Sirzech. Issei. Still, it's surprising that other me and Vali know about Decade. The Kabal, then there's also about the blurry visions I have seen. There's only 3 I can describe out of all I have seen in my vision. Silhouette of young man covered in green tattoos, man in rust gold armor, and sealed 2-headed dragon. I can feel it. They are as bad if not worse than the one in my second vision, shivering in fright when remembering about the vision he got. Issei, I'm not sure about those silhouette, nothing comes to my mind. Vali, same. Issei. Sighing, this is honestly shocking though I didn't expect this development of events. Vali. Seems like us getting involved with supernatural world is inevitable. Kabal. I'm honestly feeling lost with Father Death. I don't know what to do and decided to become the trigger to spark the 3 faction to involve themselves directly. I just hope that Azazel will propose peace treaty with my action. Issei, hope he will do that. Now we need to plan on how to make sure to fool those outside, considering that we've been doing nothing but talk inside. Vali. Thought of something and give knowing grin, I think I know how. Hey great granduncle, are you prepared to die? With Kabal giving shocked expression upon hearing that. Scene change Kuo High School schoolground. But both Gremory and Citri Peerage, after 2 hours of waiting, noticed that the dome of light start appearing, showing both Issei and Vali covered with blood, with Issei carrying a fallen angel wing, and rushed towards them in worry, especially Sona. Sona sensei. Serafal. Ahuso-chan, staking your claims huh? Wiggling her eyebrows making Sona blushing red. Issei, oh Sona-san, looking over those that surround both him and Vali, are you and your peerage well? Sona. Nodding, blushing a bit, why yeah, we managed to recover in meantime, we both are inside. Rias, still sensei. How about Kabal? Issei oh if it about Kabal here show them the fallen angel wing, making them shocked. Zenovia why you killed him. Vali yup he is we feel that there's something suspicious, that's why we brought him into temporary dimensions fighting against him, never thought he has hidden trump card on his sleeve. Issei. First let's dispose this first burn down the wing on his hand to ashes and stretching, well yawning man I'm beat well I gotta go home got lots of paper to grade start to leave together with Vali. And both of them can easily win an Oscar with that level of acting. Azazel yep they are. Rias WY stopped herself after noticed Sona shaking her head WY Sona. Sona. It's better we let this matter go for now we need to clean all these mess first. Both of them looking around noticed the amount of destruction needed to restore back to normal and letting defeated sigh from the amount of work to do. But the screen camera zooming to distance showing back of someone that has been watching what just happened. Unknown person. Letting out amused chuckle while taking a picture using magenta colored camera interesting, seems like this world still has chance. But Aurora curtain appear beside him and getting inside going to who knows. Screen close. Shirou. Getting up stretching man this is honestly shocking, especially seeing the second vision, anyways I'm going back for now, maybe I'll join you guys seeing these viewing later getting up from his seat leaving the house to his abode. Issei yeah. Can't believe it that we stand no chance at all against that guy. Skeeth so. No question today. Azazel. Seeing that many information got revealed just now I think there's no need for questions today, it's better for us to rest today. Sirzech yeah today been a long day, let's rest for now. Skeeth well if you guys say so I won't bother you guys see y'all later go outside his house and leave via another portal. Ep 19 new ally, open house visit and invitation. Bunkscast seeing scene where there will be nudes the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I used to create for this story and my avatar Ak. And thank you to those that voted on my story and chapters. Scene change Marvel Universe Earth 616. But the scene showing pure chaos in New York with every building changed into Chimichangas towers. With every heroes and villain currently present with a male and skimpy female wedding dress, while the females wearing only tutu seeing that any clothes and armor they tried to wear would get magically destroyed, making them had no choice but stay like that. Tony who was it that pulled this stunt against us? Cyclops I swear I'll kill the one that was responsible for this. They knows I regret choosing this day to invade the earth. Covering his face in shame while his thirsty female soldiers licking their lips looking at his ass, making him shiver. Rhino Ugra. Rhino doesn't like this move awkwardly. Captain Marvel. Spewing profanities from the humiliation. Nick Fury I think I know who. I twitching furiously with others realizing who Nick Fury means. All. Deadpool. But Deadpool in hiding cackling like hyenas seeing the successful prank. Deadpool damn this is good now what prank to choose next shuffling through the page on the book and grinning mischievously upon seeing a page he likes this is gonna be a blast. Scene change Skeeth third point of view. Skeeth. While walking back to his house and noticed a person with familiar golden hair currently in hiding either, what are you doing here? Either Skeeth-san, nice to meet you get inside the place he's hiding. Skeeth. Sweat drops. Did you do something pissing off others again? Either. Rub back of head nervously you could say that I actually beat others 100 times in a row and you guess doing zero turn kill all the time, also didn't help chuckle nervously. Skeeth. Whistle impressed damn, that was impressive record well I won't expose you, good luck hiding from others start to leave. Either. Skeeth-san. Skeeth. Something wrong. Turn to either. Either. Thanks for helping me back then. Skeeth. You're welcome but don't forget that Tsukasa was the one that brought you here to me. Either. I twitching a bit while sighing you're right, I can't even understand what was it that guy was thinking at all, guess I'll have to send my gratitude for saving me when meeting him next time, despite how much I dislike him. Skeeth. Chuckle well you can do that next time he gonna visit anyway I'm gonna check out what my guest's doing right now. Either. Tilt had a little was it about watching their alternate universe. With Skeeth giving a nod making either chuckle a bit guess they probably has seen my past self a bit. Skeeth yup they are, speaking of, do you want to let them know you're alright or do you want to go back? Either. Shake head I'm still thinking about it but for now no. Skeeth I see well, I'll respect you wishes, anyways gotta go. Either well, take care then, I'm gonna continue hiding giving a thumb up and continue hiding. Skeeth. Chuckle in amusement and turn leaving the area thinking well glad that either got back his spirit he doesn't deserve that treatment after all he has done. In distance unnoticeable to Skeeth where both in Corbenik was watching Skeeth and either interaction with was in thought. Corbenik. Looking at suspiciously oi, don't tell me that you gonna kidnap whole Tavid and sick em to Skeeth for another reaction. Wave off Corbenik concern I was but not now, maybe in future, I'm not that cruel though the guy been busy, though handling reaction to DXH verse I still got a heart. Corbenik. Roll eyes thinking says the guy that final form rides Skeeth in that war. Back to Skeeth. Skeeth. Ayachu rubbing nose did someone talking about me? Scene change Skeith house. With Skeith getting inside and noticed everyone else was currently enjoying Halloween. Skeith yo. Issei oh Skeith-san happy Halloween. Others. Happy Halloween. Skeith. Chuckle well, happy Halloween to you all, guess you guys decided to do happy things to lighten up the mood wasn't it? Sirzech yeah we thought that there's no use worrying about it since you said that decades and thought our universe has no problem right now. Michael but we can't be careless and must strive to be better and build a better future. Azazel not to mention training ourselves to prepare ourselves against the future threat. Great Red yeah if don't join seeing this viewing I would probably gonna be complacent and would end up getting killed like the first vision has shown. Ophis. Same I also need to start training. Ollie. Agreed who knows what would happen in the future, it's better to be prepared bump fist together grinning. Razor. He's right, Razor need to step up training intensity to protect everyone with his harem and family feeling touched hearing that. Skeith. Chuckle well let's go to viewing room bet you guys wonder what happened next with everyone else giving a nod and heading towards their destination. After everyone taking their seat making themselves comfortable. Valerie. Still I wonder how they brought out Kabal without others noticing. Asper. Hugging his plushie Valerie-chan is right I also want to knows. Vishnu. Speaking of turn to Skeith was the person that taking the picture in distance decade-san. Skeith for Valerie and Gasper question it will be shown in this viewing for Vishnu question yes that was decade. Anyway, enough talk let's start the viewing point the remote to screen. Screen start. Scene change Haidu house kitchen. But the scene showing everyone was eating breakfast with additional new member. Azazel. Seems like Kabal join other Issei group huh. Michael. This is quite unexpected development. Issei. How is it Kabal have you gotten used living here? Kabal yeah, honestly I like the atmosphere in this house, turn to the other fallen angel in the house still. Never thought that U4 was here all these time, considering that U4 was missing in action since U4 got sent here. But the mentioned rubbing back of head sheepishly. Rainer. Actually we are ashamed to return. Palwerner. Nodding considering that we failed the mission and deserted Grigori. Middled even if we wasn't in control back then. Donasik. Sighing they're right, besides we're feeling indebted with Issei-san for saving us. The Kabal I see, I'm shocked when hearing that there's an entity that invisible to supernatural and human beings. Give about to Issei and Drake thank you for saving them. Drake. It's alright, besides we're lucky to find out in time. Issei. Nodding if not the end result would be disastrous. Vali yeah we don't have Haseo-san Oven-san and others here to help. Albion well. Vali's right if some miracle they managed to come to our world, we're lucky if it was Haseo-san or Kite-san, considering Oven-san eccentric habit it would lead to more damage. But Issei Vali and Drag sweatdrops remembering Oven and his weird tendencies. Issei I really pity Haseo-san, considering that only he's the main victim when that happens. Drag oh boy, you're right, glad that we wasn't around when that happens. But Skas turned to Skeith giving questioning looks. Skeith well Oven really has weird tendencies from time to time, aside from being a Siskin you could say despite Haseo ruthlessness against his enemies you could say he's among the one that more normal and sane one in their group thinking, not to mention the parodies. Issei. Speaking of can you tell us a bit about Haseo-san, Skeith-san, Vali? Yeah, considering that our other self really respect him, I'm also interested. Skeith I won't tell much, except that he's unintentionally become a harem king. But most cast spitting out their drinks upon hearing that. Rias. Frowning so another pervert. Kaneko. Disgusting. Akeno I thought he would be a better man. Zenobia. Shaking head what a disappointment. Irina Mau, hope he doesn't corrupt other Issei-kun. Razor. Shaking head sighing thinking while looking at Issei former harem disappointed don't they realize what they're saying at all. But most cast looking at former harem feeling disappointed. Skeith. Shrugs well, not like he asked for it, besides coughing even a guy also fall in love with him. Trust me if you guys don't know that guy was a man you guys would think that guy was a woman, because how beautiful that guy are proceeds to show a picture on the screen, making most cast jaw drop seeing that. Azazel. Gripping head grasping his own sanity I'm not homo not homo not homo oh. Say what the buck. How a guy can be that beautiful. Sirzech. Burying his head to Grayfia bosom the moment after seeing the picture with Grayfia blushing a bit from Sirzech action. Odin. Give hollow eyes unable to believe himself thinking that guy was hot. Aukauso. Pretty in trance and eye widen in shock, unable to believe himself after realizing what he just said, and start running to a wall continuously bashing his head, shouting I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight. But most other guys start continuously bashing their head to a wall on the room, purifying bad thoughts, while most women in the room feeling inferior seeing that guy beauty. Skeith. Chuckle anyways let's continue. Ollie. Anyway turn to Kabal giving cheeky grin how's your stay in that bottle great granduncle. Kabal. Give blank face staring at Vali while shivering from experience. I don't know what to say, never in my dreams that I would be on receiving end from that famous technique from Dragon Ball series, anyway, just call me by my name you deserve that. Mini flashback start. After finishing talking with each other after making fake full an angel wing with Kabal standing in one place. Vali. Alright now just stay still and relax. Grinning while brought a bottle putting it in front of him. Kabal. Looking puzzled seeing Vali behavior while getting bad feeling why a bottle of all things. Issei. Eyes widen a bit upon realizing what Vali gonna do oi. Don't tell me it was what I was thinking. Greg. Talking in mind with Issei I think it was no wonder that Vali been hanging out with mutant Rashi Dono back then. Issei. Nodding yeah you're right, guess I'm gonna ask him later about it. Vali ma, fu ba. Kabal. Ah, Albion guy can't help but pity that guy. Mini flashback end. Issei is that the legendary Mafuba. Vali. Whistle impressed damn that was unexpected, never thought that other me learned that technique. Kabal still. I'm glad you both giving me second chance to reflect myself chuckle. I'm really surprised after knowing that you both are final red and white dragon emperor, besides turn to Asia patting her head making her blush. I'm glad you're well Asia. Asia thank you Kabal-san. I'm still shocked upon learning the Lord Death but I will keep on his teaching, because as Issei-sen said. Issei even if someone dies, remember that they still alive in your hearts. Ali. Sagely nods while wearing fake mustache well said young man. Albion. Throw a bread to Vali face dude you just ruined the whole atmosphere. But others sweat drops seeing Vali antics. Rainer still I'm sorry Asia for keeping that information against you hang her head down feeling guilty. Asia. Shake head it's okay, Rainer Nasama you do it out of goodwill for me no harm done. Rainer. Covering mouth feeling touched and start hugging Asia nuzzling her cheek against her oh you're too precious. But others chuckling seeing both of them. Don't seek still what you're gonna do for now Kabal-sama. Kabal I decided to lay low since I'm supposed to be already dead, maybe take a new identity and stay here as bodyguard for this house noticed Ravel been silent something wrong young Phoenix. Ravel. Fidgeting nervously you don't hate me? Despite my status as devils. Kabal. Shake head no, I'm not truth to be told I really hate devils back then but in my self-reflection in all these years, make realize that doesn't make me any better, besides hating someone without knowing them is just plain stupid, and decided to see through their action first, turn to say I feel that if you let you stay here you are good person in heart, give a slight smile, but both Ravel and screen and viewing room feel touched from Kabal praise. Ali. Munch speaking of, how did the two heiress action lately against you Issei? Issei well the Gremory group tried to approach me many times, but the Citri heiress hold them off to avoid disturbing me. Greg not to mention the one with smelly odor joined the Gremory heiress as a knight, but countless imaginary smelly odor words arrows appear piercing through Zenobia, making her fall to her knees depressed. Albion what? Seriously? Wasn't she a devout believer of Christian? Greg. Shaking head disappointed from what I know after snooping around she joined the Gremory peerage after her faith got broken when finding out that the god of Bible are dead but others blinking their eyes unable to believe her reason of becoming a devil. Halwarner wow just wow. Middled. Give blank stare after all that talk of doing everything in the name of father. Kabal. Shaking head disappointed what a weak-willed child. But imaginary boulder with weak-willed words appear slamming down depressed Zenobia, making her feel more depressed. Ollie geez, seriously? Man. I pity Durandal for getting an owner like that. Rainer. Snort such a hypocrite. Don't seek. I'm not surprised if the sword feel insulted getting an owner like that. Albion. Nod head yeah, pretty sure the sword would resist from getting used every time she wanted to use it. Greg. Speaking of Durandal, turn to Issei hey Issei when you borrowing Durandal using it how was it? Issei. Put his finger under his chin thinking about it at first there was resistance but the more the battle progressed against Kabal, especially using advanced trash I can't feel any resistance anymore but Kabal flinch remembering the mentioned technique putting his hand over the place that got slashed from phantom pain. Kabal if my guess is right I feel that Durandal feel you are worthy to wield it despite not being natural born user. Volley damn that must be sucks for her seeing that you can easily use Durandal when she can barely use it but cast flinch a bit feeling sorry for Zenobia after hearing the barrage of incoming insults. Issei. Shrugs well. Compared to black armor and weapon series that sensei have in that world when we borrow it that was nothing with Volley Drag and Albion nodding their head in agreement while others confused hearing about it anyway. It's time for me to go today is an open house, lots of parents for students coming today getting prepared and leave to work but Volley, Drag and Albion telling others what they know about black series. Skeeth. Pretty sure you guys are curious, I'll show you guys the armor and some pictures of the weapons show picture on the screen but most cast feels nauseous upon seeing the armor and weapons. Great red hate to say it that armor and weapons is bad news sweating. Tannen. I don't know why but I feel. That armor is alive. Tiamat. He's right even if that armor feels incomplete. Issei I just hope I'm wrong but I feel that armor and weapons would devour the user if used too long. Rossweisse I think I seen a pulse from those weapons shivering. Ollie. Nodding while sweating a bit hate to agree but both of them is right. Greg. Most importantly I can feel that those weapons is fatal to us dragons. Albion yeah, I'm sure us dragon would be fatally injured even just a scratch. Ophis. Hugging Lilith protectively I hate. Those. Odin. I don't think it was dangerous just a dragon only I think every race in our world would get fatally injured too if get hit against that. Skeeth. Smirks yep they are fatal indeed. But Xcast feel nervous when hearing Skeeth emphasize the word fatal, while feeling that Skeeth purposely didn't complete the word. Sirzech I don't know why but I feel we wasn't prepared to hear the complete word at all. Michael. You're right Sirzech don't know. Scene changed to be classroom. Say. Alright students you guys can take small break you guys can talk with your parents, in meantime go to his seat and start grading papers. But the parents start talk to their children feeling curious about Issei. Parent A. Daughter are you sure he's a teacher? Wasn't he like the same age as you all? Daughter A oh you mean Issei sensei yeah he is but he skipped grades to university during his time in America studying. Parent B son, how's your teacher teaching you was he good? Feeling unconvinced. Son A. Give thumbs up of course sensei really good at teaching us not to mention it is easy to understand what he teach and he's really chill guy, most importantly he's a total bros. Single parent C. Unconsciously licking her lips while rubbing her thighs he's really good looking and cute, I would love to know more about him. Son C. Thinking sorry mom but I'm not gonna let you hurt sensei like you hurt father must protect my fellow bros, remembering an article about bros from internet but every single mother looking at Issei interested wanting to know about him. While Issei harem I twitching watching those hussies eyeing their man. Art teacher. Came opening the door in hurry is Haidu sensei here? Issei yes I'm here, something wrong? Art teacher. Make begging pose could you take over my class next I need to go to the hospital my wife gone into labor. Issei. Seeing he wasn't lying gave slight smile I see this is my last class for today I don't mind helping out go on sensei I wish your wife will give birth to a healthy child. Art teacher. Thank you Haidu sensei crying feeling touched and give Issei a hug and rushing leaving to the hospital after giving him note of class schedule and what to teach. Issei. Chuckle and turn looking back to his students well students, seems like we got more time today but the students cheering get more time studying with Issei. Issei. Seems like other me take over the class, just Asia wasn't there feeling little discouraged seeing Asia doesn't go to school. Asia. Other you must have his reasons Issei-san. Issei. You're right Asia, seems like we have to wait and see. Scene change some random hall in Kuo Academy. Scene showing Issei walking across the hall waving back to students together with their parents. Issei. Yawning and cracking his neck man that hit the spot him. Noticed a certain group of people waving to him and goes to where they are. Sirzech. Seems like this the first time our other selves gonna meet with other Issei. Zeoticus. Yeah I wonder what would happen hope other me won't do anything stupid. Venilana. Seems like I'm also present together with Grayfia and Milikas I also wonder what other Uncle Issei would think of me feeling nervous. Grayfia. Together with Sirzech patting their son head I'm sure it would be okay. Serafol millimeters him, seems like I'm also there too feeling excited what would happen next. But Rias and Sona dreading that their family won't embarrass their other self. Issei oh, hello there, this is the first time we meet, could it be that all of you are Rias and Sona family? Serafol yep, I'm Serafol big sis of So-chan but you can call me Leviathan, Issei-chan. Issei. Sweat drops Issei-chan. Sona. Muttering covering her face embarrassed one Isama. Sirzech haha. Don't mind her, just she loves cosplaying so much that she get into character every time by the way my name is Sirzech Grayfia, this is my wife, Grayfia Grayfia, and our son, Milikas Grayfia, together with our parents Zeoticus Grayfia and Venilana Grayfia we, our family of Rias-chan here hahaha with Rias also cover her face embarrassed watching her family embarrassing her. Milikas. Nice to meet you Issei-san. Grayfia. Seems like other me decided to dress normally there. Issei nice to meet you all thinking while giving a bow after noticing students murmur watching them well guess it runs in family for being honest. Then Alana still we want to thank you in person for saving my daughter together with Akeno and Sona back then. Zeoticus. We're glad for you helping them together with Venilana giving Issei a bow. Issei. Chuckle it's alright, it's teacher duties helping their student when they can, luckily I'm together with my brother coincidentally in the area when they get harassed with thugs. But others decided to play along with what Issei just said to be discreet after seeing other students was looking at them. Rias Akeno Sona. Thank you for saving us back then sensei looking at Issei blushing a bit. Issei. You're welcome, next time don't take in dark alley when going back home okay. Rias Akeno Sona hi sensei. Serafol. Jumped to Issei hugging him thank you for saving So-chan back then I don't know what I'm gonna do if she get hurt. Sona. One Isama struggling pulling Serafol from Issei and succeeded. Sirzech. Smirks noticing how his sister together with Akeno and Sona looking at Issei and also the way Serafol acting to Issei and start thinking my shipping senses is tingling. Grayfia. Shake head feeling headache feeling that her husband planning something again. But other shippers in the room chuckle seeing other Sirzech antics. Issei well. She's certainly an affectionate person. Serafol Nanana So-chan how about when we go back we cosplay as magical girls to improve our sisterly bonds with Sona start feeling overwhelmed. Rias. Muttering Wu. Glad brother wasn't into cosplay. Suddenly got bad feeling. Skeeth. Chuckle thinking poor girl trying to tempt fate. Issei. Cosplaying huh. Serafol. Turn to Issei excited huh. Don't tell me Issei-chan also into cosplay too. Issei. Shake head making Serafol pouting disappointed no, I'm not but Rias together with her club members are also into cosplaying, maybe you can ask them to join you. But Rias and Akeno gone pale after noticing Serafol turn to them starry-eyed. Serafol. Start breathing heavily looking intently at Rias Akeno and Sona he. Cosplay. Cosplay. Magical girl cosplay. Let's cosplay together Tajather. Rias. EKKKK. Akeno Nuo. Sona now you know my pain. All three tearfully running away get chased by Serafol with other sweatdrops looking at what just happened. Issei well. Seems like I have triggered something that shouldn't be triggered. Sirzech. Laughing amused ahaha no harm done, still give thankful bow to Issei thank you for saving my sister and Sona together with their entourage and I'm pretty sure you already know who I am. Issei. Shrugs well, you're quite famous, everyone that know about supernatural already know about you. But Sirzech sheepishly rubbed back of head feeling embarrassed from his fame. Grayfia still. Issei Sam stopped seeing Issei brought his hand up. Issei nope I know you're being polite but please, don't call me Sama, I don't like it grimace remembering something in the past. Suzaku. Seems like there is hidden story why other Issei-san doesn't like to be called Sama. Say. You're right, it's probably bad memory. Tobio. Only time will tell. Grayfia I'm sorry about that bow head down an apology. Issei. It's okay no harm done. But everyone heard sounds of stomach rumbling and turned to blushing red Sirzech Zeoticus and Milikas. While mentioned blushing red seeing their other self-embarrassing moment with others chuckling amused. Issei. Chuckle amused well. Seems like someone hungry, come on I know good place to eat my treat and we can continue discuss your business start to leave. But Sirzech, Zeoticus and Milikas sheepishly rub back of their head embarrassed together with amused Venelana and Grayfia start following Issei. Scene change random restaurant in Kuo. Scene showing everyone just finished eating with Sirzech and Zeoticus patting their stomach feeling full. Sirzech man, this is good I would come here next time. Zeoticus. Same with me son I would totally recommend this place to others. But both of them start flinching in pain after their wives pulling their ears to remind them of their manner. Milikas. Bow to Issei I'm sorry for letting you see this Issei-san. Issei. Pat Milika's head making him feeling embarrassed. It's alright kid it shows that everyone have strong bond as family. But most cast sweat drops thinking. How is that shows strong bonds? Then Alana Milikas, how about you came together with grandma and grandpa to eat those point to sweet shop. Milikas. Look excited seeing lots of sweet that was displayed UI would love to. Zeoticus hahaha, let's go Milikas. The three of them go to sweet shop to buy some sweets as souvenir. Sirzech. Cough back to main topic, I'm actually curious why you have been hiding yourself all these time, despite how strong you are get reminded when Ria's telling him that Issei is stronger than him. Issei. Sighing honestly, I'm not interested to get involved with power struggle I prefer to stay neutral I won't bother anyone as long they won't bother me. Truth to be told I know it was just wishful thinking as the saying goes, once you have gaze into the abyss you know you won't be able to turn back as much you hate it, even if it's true and seeing that I has no choice but to interfere, seeing that Kakabial action will cost lot of lives. But Xcast nod their head in agreement with what other Issei just said. Grayfia I see by the way we have a request. Issei do tell. Sirzech. Actually we want to invite you to Peace Conference Summit that would be held in Kuo Academy. Issei. Peace Conference Summit. Grayfia as consequences of Kakabial action to restart the Great War the three faction decided to stop the meaningless Cold War against each other and make a peace treaty of three faction. Issei I see but why I'm invited. Thinking seems like Kakabial finally got his wish. Sirzech. Actually it just because of everyone else wants to see the hero that stopped Kakabial and express their thanks to you especially Michael and Azazel. Issei hero. Sirzech is there something wrong? Look concerned. Issei. Shake head nothing, just remembering something of the past anyway, I'll thought about it I know what you gonna say you want me to invite my brother too, it's up to him if he want to attend or not, what's the date? Grayfia here Issei-san gave a note of the day of peace conference. Sirzech. Getting up well, seems like we already sent our message we hope you will attend Issei-san, guess it's time to say goodbye for now see you later wave to Issei and leave followed with Grayfia. Issei. Wave back take care you too send my regards to others. Sirzech I will. But Sirzech and his family leave back to Underworld to their home. Issei. Looking at the sky I feel that a storm is approaching. Screen close. With everyone getting up stretching after feeling stiff from sitting and noticed that Serafol was quiet at her seat in trance and breathing heavily. Serafol. Magical girl cosplay. Together. Together. With terrified Rias and Akeno slowly turn their head to Serafal who was breathing heavily muttering who slowly turning her head to them looking at them intensely. Skeeth nope not gonna deal with this appear before Serafal giving her a finger flick to her temple making her fall unconscious. After a while with Serafal and Issei arm getting up confused why she's unconscious. Serafal huh? What's going on? Skeeth. With straight face well you tripped and fell over hitting your head when you getting up from your seat. Serafal oh I see, millimeters Maybe nothing important but cast breathing sigh of relief and give grateful nod to Skeeth for stopping an impending chaos. Skeeth. Anyways, any questions for this viewing? Seeing everyone else shake their head no well, guess there's nothing for me to do here, gotta go now leave the house. Issei. Stretching while yawning well. Guess it's time to hit the bed. Ep 20 terrorist attack massacre from unexpected guest. Also when cast seeing scene where there will be nudes the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I used to create for this story and my avatar awk. And thank you to those that voted on my story and chapters. Scene showing both and Corbenik traversing across countless portals traveling across the omniverse looking through some multi-ivers for sightseeing. Corbenik Oi. Turn to Corbenik What is it? Corbenik. Don't you think that we should return back? Pretty sure we've been out long enough and Skeeth probably have cooled off a little from our stunt back then. Do you think so Corbenik? Sure the guy was totally chill with everything and was the most pacifist and forgiving out of us three but he sure know how to hold a grudge even though he doesn't realize it and sadistic to those he doesn't like. Don't you remember those incident from back then when he tortured that version of Cardin and Maria Hill? Corbenik. Flinch a bit remembering the condition of those that was mentioned shit. Now that you mention it you're right, still don't you think that we should return and apologize we might save our skin before he found us and subject us both to whatever he's gonna plan to us before it's too late. In deep thought after hearing Corbenik reasoning and sighing realizing he's right as much as I hate to agree, you're right, it's better we go back right now and we can continue sightseeing across the omniverse when we want. With both of them giving a nod to each other and get inside a portal heading towards Skeeth domain. Scene change path to Skeeth house. But scene showing Skeeth walking through the path while yawning followed with coughing fit. Skeeth darn it, screw this damn cough rubbing forehead from headache and drink some medicine. But the portal suddenly appear before Skeeth with him blinking his eyes from bewilderment and eye start twitching after seeing who was it that came out from the portal. Skeeth. Giving calm smile while expelling out murderous intent oh who look who dared to show up after all these time. Sup Skeeth. Corbenik. Been a while there waves towards Skeeth but both giving poker face while sweating profusely on their back seeing Skeeth slowly approaching them menacingly and silently giving a nod to each other. We have a confession. Corbenik we just hope that you're willing hear us out first. Skeeth. Tilt head a little still smiling oh. Do tell, I'm waiting. But both suddenly rushing towards Skeeth giving a sliding doggies to startled Skeeth and Corbenik. Please forgive USS. We know we're in the wrong. Corbenik. Please for the old time's sake. Skeeth you guys. Start coughing while talking through the cough whatever. I'll forgive you guys this time. Sighing just if have planned like this next time tell me instead of doing it like that, got it? But both of them getting up giving breath of relief wiping out his sweat you. Glad I take your advice Corbenik. Corbenik I told you so, still. Giving worried look to Skeeth coughing fit what happened Skeeth, this is the first time you got sick like this. Skeeth I don't know this is also the first for me, it's already more than 2 weeks since I got this cough sighing hope I got well soon start drinking another batch of special medicine, calming down his cough, this should do it to last for a round of viewing, with the cast this last 2 week many thing happened, delaying my time to write this chapter sighing. Come on man, just take it easy, pretty sure the readers will understand, and speaking of viewing this episode, that guy would appear right. Skeeth yeah he is, anyway, enough talking, let's go back and see what they are doing right now. The three of them start walking back to Skeeth house. Scene change Skeeth house dining room with everyone having finished breakfast and notice that Skeeth came and followed with 2 people making everyone eyes go wide looking at them, especially after looking at Corbenik. Issei sheed it's the supernova throwing man everyone run for your lives grab his parents and harem to escape. Vali I might be battle maniac but I'm not that suicidal grab Biku and threw him as meat shield. Biku traitors. Azazel freaking hell knew tried to jump away from his seat but failing and fall down face first. But Skeeth and Corbenik sweat drops looking at chaos that just happened with cast scrambling to escape ending up to the wall using table and chairs as a shield against them while some hanging on chandelier and some hiding inside trash bin. Skeeth yep knew that it gonna end up like this once they see you Corbenik. Corbenik. Sighing, alright, calm down, I'm not gonna throw a supernova at you guys, making cast flinch from fright. Geez, sure, my appearance looks like Oven, but to think they would be acting like this, rubbing forehead from headache. Skeeth, well, who wouldn't be afraid if suddenly meet a guy that can throw a supernova at them? Anyways, turn to cast, calm down, no need to worry, he won't throw a supernova at you guys. With cast let out breath of relief after hearing Skeeth assurance. Tuckle while shaking head, amused, head and I look like Geoffried. Will you? Skeeth looks like Hiseo, making cast perk up interested after hearing that. Speaking of, why are you in Hiseo first form? Usually you always in his XTH form, BST form, ultimate steel form or Trinity form. Skeeth shrugs, nah, just keeping low profile and looks. Besides, wearing this form was easier to move in the forge and I'm not gonna scare my guests if using my BST form. Corbenik, that sounds legit, nodding in agreement. Issei, so that was how Hiseo-san looks like. With Skeeth giving a nod. Sirzech and San, what you mean about the forms you just talked about? Michael. And how many forms do Hiseo Dono have? Oh, the forms I mentioned is how Hiseo look. You could say XTH form was his final one, well the BST, Ultimate Steel and Trinity is special final form for. How many forms Hiseo have? Start counting using his fingers, 7 in total, 8 if counting the hypothetical. Omega BST form, thinking, well not counting the Avatar form, too much spoilers if tell them. But Xcast suddenly got chills in their spine upon hearing Omega BST form. Azazel, I want to ask but I think that was bad idea. Odin. Agreed. I don't think we can sleep at night if ever glimpse upon that form. But other Xcast nodding in agreement nervously while gulping down their saliva. Corbenik. Thinking, well he wasn't wrong though. Skeeth. Clapping his hands, brought out Xcast from their musing. Anyways, let's go to the viewing room, we talked long enough. But everyone goes to viewing room and taking their own seat preparing for next viewing. Skeeth. Munching some French bread and point the remote to the screen. Screen open. Scene change. Peace conference room. After Rias and Sona giving their report on what happened during Kabal attacks. Azazel. Seems like we skipping through to peace conference meeting and I'm going alone without an escort. Vali, who I wonder what would happen since other me and Haidu wasn't affiliated with the three faction. Sirzech. Thank you for the report, by the way. Looking around puzzled and turned to Rias. Rias, where is Haidu-san? Rias. Scratch her cheek nervously. Actually Haidu-sensei said he would be late a little bit. Michael. Puzzled, why so? Bekeno, he said. He gonna go back home first to finish doing some paperwork. Serafal. Slumped down, putting her head on the table, pouting. Moo. Why is Issei-chan doing some stupid paperwork? Instead of coming here, he can do that later. I want to chat more with him. With Sirzech nodding in agreement and stop from fear after feeling Grayfia gaze. Azazel, ha, that was quite interesting. I can't wait to meet him in person. Michael. Smiling, same with me, I've been wondering what kind of person with him after hearing Arena's story. Sirzech. Speaking of, Michael Dono, wasn't you said you gonna meet with him to give him Ascalon and ask about Excalibur destruction whereabouts? But some Xcast flinch a little remembering Excalibur destruction fate. Azazel. Perk up hearing that, yeah, considering that from the report he can masterly use Durandal like that, remembering the video of the battle between Issei and Kabal, especially the two-sword technique he uses. I don't think I can fight him head on. But Zenobia flinch a little, feeling inadequate and remembering after she got back Durandal it become harder to use with it resisting all the time. Arthur. Put his finger under his chin, thinking him seems like there's side effects after other Haidu use Durandal, considering how Durandal was quite picky with its user. Issei. Goes to Zenobia giving a bow, making her perplexed. I'm sorry Zenobia. Zenobia WY. Issei. From other me actions, other you has problems using Durandal. Zenobia, it's okay. Other you doesn't mean it, besides I must strive harder to gain Durandal approval to use it better, brought out Durandal giving determined look towards it. Michael. Sweat drops a little, scratching his cheek nervously. Oh. About that. I've been unable to get into a meeting with him because lately it seems like he's busy from what I'm told. Azazel. Tilt head a little puzzled. Why? What he's been busy with? Sona. About that. Is coughing from her little slips. Haidu-sensei said. Mini flashback. Issei. I'm unable to attend the meeting with the Michael-san because there's something important to do because today is the anniversary of that day, so I'm unable to come to meet with him. Please tell him my apologies. Leaves. Mini flashback ends. Issei, that day. Mickey. What was it about? Skeeth. It was the anniversary of Mr. and Mrs. Haidu death. Oh. I see. Tsubaki. From what we found out after checking the date, that day was actually the anniversary of his parents' death, but others giving nod of understanding hearing the reason. Azazel, my condolences, rub back of his head, sighing. Now I feel bad asking that. By the way, Sirzech Grayfia, you both briefly meet him once back then, how's his opinion with supernaturals? Sirzech. Honestly, during the time when I and Grayfia briefly meet with him, from our observations, he seems a bit distant with supernatural world and prefer to stay on neutral side. Grayfia, and he won't take any action except to those that disturb him and those he hold dear. Michael. Noticed Arena pouting face giving pointed stare to Ravel that was whistling innocently something wrong Arena. Arena MH millimeters it just come in my mind that she probably knows Issei-chan more since she lives with him. Point to Ravel who was startled from the spotlight with everyone currently turned to her with curious face, except frowning Arena and Zenobia, remembering the time when they got sent to jail while Rias Akeno, Serafal and Sona, giving her jealous look. Odin hahaha, seems like both of them got quite the experience just by looking at their face. But both Arena and Zenobia covering their face from embarrassment remembering their other self predicament while some cast chuckling remembering the scene. Roygun seems like 4 maiden in love also looking jealous, giving coy smile to mention 4, making them blush red embarrassed. Azazel. Holding back a laugh PFFTTO man I still remember when I got the news on how those two got apprehended by police SAT. Serafal. Chuckling a bit PFFTT, don't remind me I never thought that an exorcist from the church would ended up in jail. Michael I remember now, Griselda been throwing a fit after she got the news making both Arena and Zenobia shivering from fear. Sirzech. Chuckle now, let's don't bring up this matter anymore, look how red those two face already point to the mention that currently blushing red from embarrassment and humiliation. Grayfia Ravel Sama do you mind telling us more about Issei-san? Ravel guess I can tell everyone a bit, Issei Sam coughing stopping herself remembering Razor advice on how to call Issei-san, doesn't care much with everything like Sirzech Sama, and Grayfia Sama said he prefers simple life as normal people and not chained with politics. Basically he doesn't like it if getting involved with high class life and people do something involved with him without discussing with him first and he tend to hold a grudge to those he dislike, especially those who keep pestering him with Rias and her peerage gulping down saliva nervously remembering the time they keep spying on Issei, while Sona and her peerage let out breath of relief for not disturbing Issei. Ravel seems like other me changing her way calling Issei Sama, should I change it too? Issei no need Ravel, you can call me anyway you like giving her thumbs up. Zenobia so. Your real family name are Phoenix not Venix. Does that mean that was really Asia Argento? Michael. Turn to Ravel wait Asia Argento been living with Issei Dono? Ravel yeah, she's been living with him all this time, Issei-san found her back then, and been taking care of her at request of Vasco Strata-sama. Michael the first see I really need to meet with him to express my gratitude and apologizing to Argento-san for her excommunication sighing. Azazel well, seems like since Hidu-san will be little late how about we continue this meeting and agreed for peace between faction, don't you all agree? With everyone start discussing for peace between faction and felt the time stopped with only some of them can move. Ravel. Shocked seeing how her other self can move from the forced time stop and vow to become stronger like her other self seems like I got lots of catching up to do. But Sona also feeling shocked seeing how her other self can still move. Sona. Clenched her knuckle feeling frustrated on how her past self was too weak compared with her other self, I've been too lax back then. Sirs it seems like we're under attack looking through the window seeing how the magician attacking the building and soldiers that was stopped and they have gotten hold on Gasper and forcefully using his sacred gear balance breaker to stop time. Rias. Gritting teeth in anger how dare they using my peerage members against their will I won't forgive them Nai Sama let me go to assist Gasper. Sona. I'll help too. Sirzech. Castling Very well, Grayfia do you mind helping them? Grayfia as you wish Sirzech Sama go to Rias preparing a spell to allow Sona teleport with Rias. Michael by the way I've been curious Azazel these past years you've been collecting sacred gear users what are you planning? With everyone turned to Azazel curious. Azazel. It's to prepare. Against Cow's brigade. Making everyone puzzled what Azazel mean from my investigation they're group of humans and supernatural beings that dislike the peace and wish for destruction and mayhem, and the one leading them is dragon god Ouroboros Ophis do a gesture making countless light spears appear killing most enemy outside. Azazel. Put his finger under his chin scratching his beard Seems like other me decided to talk first to save time that's quite a difference but Skeeth whistling innocently within Corbenik shaking their head in amusement. Female voice. That's correct with everyone turned to the source of the voice noticing a magic circle with someone appearing from it, shooting a spell to Rias and Grayfia interrupting them. Issei shit this never happened. Azazel. Narrow his eyes another change Rias. Gotten pale seeing she got interrupted from teleporting oh no Gasper. Look nervously to screen what gonna happen to me. Serafal Kateria-chan. Kateria. Gritting her teeth don't you dare act so familiar with me after you stole my position from me. But the conversation happened exactly like an manga novel until Katera blast the whole building making everyone going outside deploying defense barrier. Skeeth. Thinking to readers yeah I know I'm lazy but everyone would do the same, it's annoying to write everything. Talking in mind with Skeeth talking with readers. Corbenik of course he is what else Dumbus but both of them flip a bird to each other in mind with Skeeth Fassipum watching their antics. Azazel this is getting interesting start clashing with Kateria on the ground with everyone else watching the battle. Rias. Frowning in worry for Gasper, this is bad, we didn't manage to teleport in time. Nai-sama, please let me out, I'll try to break through enemy defense to get to Gasper. Udo, let me assist her together with Zenobia giving a nod. Ravel. I'll help too, brought out her phoenix wings. Sona. Same with me, we can't just stay here and wait. Sirzech. Sighing, looking at everyone, determined face, very well, please be careful everyone. Arena. Michael, Sama, let me help them too. Michael, Arena. Very well, please assist them as best as you can. But the leaders start to lower the barrier only to stop, shocked seeing everything turn back to normal, releasing those frozen in time with everyone, stop what they are doing, wondering what just happened. Viteria. Feeling upset with unexpected development, those incompetent fools, what are they doing? Male voice, what the hell is this? Making everyone turn to the source of the voice, seeing both Issei and Vali with Issei carrying unconscious Gasper and fireman carry. Making everyone turn to the source of the voice, seeing both Issei and Vali with Issei carrying unconscious Gasper and fireman carry. Yasaka. Seems like they both have rescued the young bishop. Uriel. What an unexpected change in development. Sirzech, seems like they managed to save Gasper Kun. Rias. Gasper goes to Issei, followed with her peerage. Issei, is this guy your peerage member too? With Rias giving a nod while looking at Gasper in worry, here the kid been a lot of pain from forced balance breaker activation, he need to rest a bit, giving the unconscious Gasper to worried Rias. Sona. Hi sensei, you finally came. Vali, what am I, chopped liver? I'm here too. Sona, oh, I'm sorry, Vali-san giving an apology, bow to Vali. Vali. Thinking, geez, she's hopelessly in love with Issei, well, more drama for me, need to prepare my popcorn and ramen in advance. Issei. Anyways, when me and Vali on the way here, we suddenly felt many presents suddenly appear at the school. Could it be terrorist attack? With Rias together, Sona and their peerage giving a nod. Vali, seems like his hunch is right, geez, don't those people have anything better to do rather than this? Shaking head, disappointed. Greg. What to expect, they're dumbus. Albion. Sighing, and people call us dragons, the bloodthirsty one. With every dragon in the room nodding in agreement with other cast sweat drops seeing their action. Issei. Sighing, is Kuo Town some sort of ground zero or what? Ali. Sighing, there goes our peaceful life. Viteria, who are you? Making both Issei and Vali turn, looking at her and raise their eyebrows after looking back and forth between Kateria and Azazel. Issei, Azazel, right? Azazel, yes I am, finally we meet Haidu-san, just wish it wasn't in this situation. Sighing. Issei. It's okay, just curious and meaning to ask something. Azazel, oh sure, ask anyway. Issei, I know that you froll because of lust, but did you seriously brought a prostitute here in middle of terrorist attack? Giving Azazel questioning look while pointing to fuming Kateria, with Azazel gaping his mouth in shock from the major misunderstanding. All the other leaders struggling to hold back their laugh after hearing what Issei just said, with some jaw drops in shock, and Vali already rolling on the ground, laughing after hearing what Issei just said, and Drake, Albion together with past possessor laughing non-stop from the unexpected roast. While every cast in the room except Azazel, who stopped moving because of shock, already laughing non-stop after hearing the misunderstanding. Vali, holy shit, that was awesome, that was among the best burn I ever heard, holding his stomach from laughing too hard. Issei, GFFT, PFFTT, sorry sensei. But other you face reaction was priceless. You ha 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 ha, rolling on the ground laughing. Odin. Wheezing after laughing too much. Medikai, need Medikai, can't stop laughing. Sirzech. I never thought I would hear that kind of misunderstanding in my entire life, continuously slamming his fist on the armrest. Michael. PFFTT, never thought that your cause to fall would be used against you. Azazel. Gabriel. Struggling to hold back laugh, sorry brother, but it was too funny. Fufu. Great red damn, that was astounding misunderstanding. Ha goes to unresponsive Azazel, patting his back while giving mocking smirk. You have my condolences. Viteria. I'm not a prostitute. Boom croc. Skeeth, here he comes hiding his smirk. Munching popcorn, a great show is coming. Corbenik. Shaking head in amusement, with everyone turned towards the sounds, noticing a cracks appear in the sky, and after a moment an explosion happened at the cracks, and noticed a figure came out of it and falls to the ground, with Issei, Vali, Drake and Albion widen their eyes in shock after recognizing the figure. Issei, Vali, DDRAIG and Albion. Eben-san. Xcasti, Issei. What, how is Eben-san doing over there? Sirzech, this never happened in our world, but Xcast turned to Skeeth for questions. Skeeth, ahem, well, sometimes beings like me would go to any world, whether by accident or not, to sightseeing the world. In this case, Eben accidentally came to that world, anyways, just enjoy the viewing. But Xcast turned to the screen in anticipation from what would happen. Eben blurted it, slowly getting up, shaking back and forth, and noticed Issei and Vali. Usiv Lai, Wagwan. Issei, oh, been a while Eben-san. Vali, how are you? Eben, me good, give thumbs up. Sirzech. Sweat drops, seems like he's high. Skeeth, yep he is. But the magician from Cow's Brigade laughing, pointing to Eben, mocking him. Magician A. Who's this retard? Magician B. He's looks like an idiot. Viteria. Enough of talking, finish him off, no need to care for this sorry excuse of trash. Start to turn to Azazel. But Issei and Vali giving a prayers to Kateria and the magicians feeling sorry for them. Issei, well, seems like we doesn't need to do anything, they already dug their own graves. Start taking a seat on the ground and brought out popcorn bucket. Vali. Follow Issei action while chuckling amused. Yup, they are, seems like a good show gonna happen. Oh you guys, just relax, no need to worry, it will be finished in a moment. By the way, it will be bloody to those with weak stomach. Oh, and tell your soldiers to fall back, making the leaders and others confused, but decided to follow Vali advice, feeling he wasn't lying. Greg. This gotta be good, where's my corn? Searching for his sweet corn in the secret shelf inside the boosted gear, and noticed the inside is empty. Hey, who stole my corn? Albion. Slurp, munch millimeters. This is interesting, with his hand goes to his pizza box, and noticed it was empty. Hey, where's my last slice of pizza? But both Drake and Albion start jazzing past Possessor to give them a beating for stealing their food. But Xcast chuckling watching other Drake and Albion antics. Drake, now I'm craving for corn. Albion. Same with me. Drake also craving for pizza. Skeeth. Nearly forgot, snap his fingers making the innocent ones fall asleep. Corbenik. Snap his fingers making a bucket appears to those with weak stomach. Just a precaution in case you guys need it, with Xcast nod in gratitude. Skeeth. Thinking while sighing a bit, well Pope even like his scene and warning to readers there will be tons of swear words will be thrown, you know why, especially those that know Eben. Slowly turned to Kateria giving her blank expression. Hussy hole bitch, what did you just call me? Kateria. Giving smug smirk. Oh you don't hear it, trash. Let me spell it for you, it is trash. Got it. Trash. But Kateria suddenly got hit with a slipper right in the face leaving a mark. But Issei Vali Biku Sirzech Azazel Odin in great red hold up, scoreboard written 10 tenths. Kateria Killllhimm with every magician start launching their attack towards Eben. Eben suck you no matter asshole, flip a bird to Kateria and incoming magicians and jump towards them starting to massacre them. But Eben suddenly appear between two unsuspecting magician grabbing their head, pulling it together with their spinal cord from their bodies and throw it to two groups of magician and snap his fingers, making the heads explode, killing most of the magicians, and start capoeira dancing, deflecting incoming spells towards the caster, killing them. Azazel. Ignoring how bloody it was, he sure got the moves. Shiva, I would love to have dance showdown with Eben-san. Bishnu and Brahma. Same with us. Kateria. Frustrated with how the magicians she brought get decimated with ease. Stop playing around, you ingrates, kill him. Eben. Stopped his dance and brought out a baseball bat. Me need some horse. Noticed two frightened magician trying to escape. Ya two should suffice. But Eben suddenly appear before the two terrified magician, grabbing one of them and shove his head to another one. Ass. Azazel. Holy crap, jaw drop seeing what just happened. Michael. Dear father, wide-eyed together with other angels in the room. Sirzech. How's that freaking possible? Bajuka. This defy common sense and logic. Issei. Muttering while sweating profusely, making promise to myself to never mess with Eben-san if ever meet him. But every Xcast feeling sorry for the two exorcist. Vali dame, how did Eben-san do that? Issei. Eyes widen a little, I don't know, and I don't think I want to know. With Drake and Albion together with past Possessor in respective sacred gear, laughing their ass off seeing the unexpected scene. Eben yeah baby, let's roll jump to the horse riding them and start decimating the rest of magician and throw his baseball to magic circle on the sky, destroying it, making the rest of terrorist unable to teleport. With Kateria step back in terror, seeing the carnage happening before her eyes. Eben. Appear before Kateria after killing the horse, seeing it has no use anymore, now is your turn batty hole. Kateria, you don't scare me, I'm the proud Leviathan, using all repertoire of spells she has to attack, only to end up futile with how Eben batting the spells away with his baseball bat. Damn Yahoo. Throw both her hands out using Ophis, transforming them to tentacle-like hands towards Eben. Great red. She's bucked. Howky yep she is. Eben ya damn bumbo hussiclid, am I not like tentacle play, feeling insulted and brought back his baseball bat to swing to incoming tentacle hands. Kateria. Ha 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 ha, you damn fool, nothing can destroy my hands, only to be proven wrong with how a swing from Eben destroying her hands, leaving only stump making her fall to the ground screeching in pain. Arieg. Eben rotted, first ya insult me then force me into tentacle play, ya duddy stinking Gile, start stomping Kateria, leaving her with bloody mess. With everyone else watching except Issei, Vali, Drake and Albion flinch, feeling sorry for Kateria and seeing Eben start using his baseball bat beating Kateria. Eben. Spit on her after seeing Kateria become unresponsive from the beatdown and grab her from the head and throw her to the sky and giving her mother of all home run, launching her far off to the sky, ending up with an explosion. Issei. Try to feel signature Kateria life force and feel nothing, whelp, she's dead. Start to get up and goes to Eben followed with Vali. Eben. Turn to Issei and Vali, wagwan saved Lai Eben a while, giving both of them handshake. Vali. We're good Eben-san, what did you do making you end up to our world? Eben. Start sobering up a little, just same stuff as usual. Anyways, me gotta go, ya two take care, and send my greetings to those two. Bash the air with his baseball bat, making a crack rift appear and close after he goes inside. Razor, that was just random sweat drops. Ravel. You're right brother, sweat drops. Issei. Sweat drops, well he came like a storm. Ollie. Chuckle, yappy as well, then pretty sure they would be curious with what just happened, using his thumb pointing to others. Issei, how troublesome, sighing, and together with Vali try explain and assurance them that Eben won't do anything to them, and also giving them warning not to take any action against him, and then talk about peace between three faction. Sirzech, if you said so. Issei-san, Vali-san, we'll take your advice, with other leaders nodding in agreement. Serafal goes to Issei, hugging his arm, making Rias, Akeno and Sona giving jealous look, while Ravel pouting. Seeing Serafal advances, still Issei-chan, why you're so late? I don't think that doing paperwork would make you late. Pouting. Issei sighing and point to Vali with his eyes twitching, remembering where he found him. Oh, I would be late a little, but this idiot forgot that today was the peace conference summit. Despite he agreed to attend, when searching for him, I found him inside a volcano at Sakurajima in middle of fishing, even though there's no fish inside the lava. With everyone else turned towards Vali, looking at him thinking, is he crazy? With Albion inside dividing, lamenting with Vali's stupid action with past possessor, try to cheer him up. Issei turned to Vali, followed with other Xcast, thinking the same thing. Dude, are you sure other you is sane? Iku patting Vali back with a grin, don't worry dude, sane or not, you're still our leader. Ollie covering his face, embarrassed while muttering frustrated, screw it, I give up. Ollie, tch, you're no fun. Issei kicking stone while pouting, making others sweat drops. Michael coughing to change topic, by the way Issei don't know, actually back then I'm trying to meet with you for this, brought out Ascalon. Issei raise an eyebrow, a dragon slaying sword. Could it be Ascalon? Azazel. Correct, Michael want to give it to you as a gift, seeing how you can use Durandal, and also as apology for these two action, using his thumb point to blushing Arena and Zenobia. Issei, should I take it Vali? I already have sword of my own. Ollie shrugs, up to you, but in my opinion just take it. Issei, it never hurts to have spare weapon like sensei said. Braid, yeah, just take it, he's right and you know it. Issei, other me have a sword of his own. Skeeth, yup he is, both him and Vali have a sword for each of them given by their teacher, and those swords have connection between them. Tuckle amused, hey you guys would be surprised if see those swords, but Xcast especially the sword user look interested after hearing it. Vali, hey now I wonder what kind of sword other me have, grinning in excitement. Issei, has same with me. Issei very well, I'll take it, making Michael let out breath of relief, feeling glad. Issei willing to take it. Rias Issei sensei. Issei what was it? Rias thank you for saving Gasper, giving him a bow while blushing. Issei, you're welcome, anyway, please be careful next time to avoid the same incident happen, with Rias giving a nod. Sirzech, well, seems like we have nothing to do to discuss anymore, we will take our leave. Michael, same with me. Azazel yawning, well, seems like I have nothing to do here, see ya. Serafal, bye Issei-chan, I'll try to visit you too. So-chan giving flying kiss, making Sona fall to her knees from Serafal future visit. But the leaders, after repairing the damage on the school, starts to leave with Rias and Sona, with their peerage following suit, leaving Issei, Vali and Ravel. Ollie looking at Issei, grinning. Sue. Issei-chan, anything to share? Issei roll eyes, oh shut up. Notice the sunset, man, it's getting late, need to go back for dinner. Come on Vali, let's go buy some groceries, our supply running low. Vali, sure, let's go, I'm craving tonkatsu today. Ravel, oh, let me help too. The three of them leaving the school under the sunset. Screen close. Issei getting up, stretching, man, that was quite big change from ours. Ollie sighing, glad that Eben-san didn't come to our world instead, I dread if my past would foolishly offend him, shivering thinking about it. Saji, so next is summer break, I wonder what would happen next. Asper, still, other me seems like he didn't manage to meet Issei senpai, would other me would stay in the room forever? Rias, I don't know Gasper, guess we'll have to see. Issei, Gasper right. How he gonna train his sacred gear without my blood? Thinking hard about it. Udo, but since it was summer break next, will join us to Gremory Mansion? Zeodicus, he's right, now that's the question to think about. Serafal giving smug smirk, HMPH, of course he will come visit Citri household. Sirzech give defiant stare to Serafal, oh no you don't, he will come to visit Gremory household. But both yelling in pain after Grayfia pulling their ears with Zeodicus, Venelana, Lord Citri and Lady Citri chuckle in amusement seeing the scene. Grayfia, cease your bickering you two, as much I don't want to say it, other little brother would probably visit Phoenix household or Sererg Sama house. Razor, this is quite interesting, Razor bet Ravel will invite Issei. Lady Phoenix Ufufu, seems like we will see our future in-law, wasn't it dear? Lord Phoenix you're right dear, together with Ravel chuckle in amusement after seeing red-faced Ravel daydreaming of spending time with Issei. Sererg laughing boisterously, haha, even I'm curious. This la same with me son. Michael Something wrong. Azazel noticed that Azazel was deep in thought, making other Xcast stopped what they're doing and looking at Azazel curious. Azazel just my thought. Don't you guys think that other Issei Vali Dragon Albion will go back to that world? Making Xcast widen their eyes, realizing he's right. Issei turned to Skeeth. Skeeth-san, was it true? Skeeth chuckle in amusement. Now it would be spoilers if I said so, just why. But everyone stopped what they're doing after hearing the screen start letting out glitching sounds with nothing shows on the screen, followed with terrified voices and background music. BGM music. Wrong roaring wrong dum 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 dujidum roaring ahaya. Issei guherk shitli. Ollie guys help me guys help me help me. Sounds of cracking knuckles. Another glitching sounds following with another music and voice. BGM music. Tongue tetit. Tenenet. Brago sheet run guys runn. Albion buck fuckkk sheet incoming fire and the holy fire and the holy. Sounds of continuous explosion going off, but the screen shut down after the sounds of explosion. But Xcast sweating afraid after hearing the terrified voice of those four, dreading what thing they encountered that making them letting out such terrified voice and panic, and turned to Skeeth for answers. Skeeth grabbing forehead from headache. Darn it, I know you guys are curious, but just wait and don't think about it, just take a rest, it will be shown later. But Xcast not agreeing with the reasoning and goes to their room silently, shit sweating after seeing that Skeeth turned to him with murderous look. Skeeth, because of your tampering it's shown them spoilers already, you know how I hate spoilers, right? With nodding afraid, fix the damn thing right. No, when you Corbenik don't try to escape, also your fault for not stopping him, help him fix the damn screen, leave via teleport. Corbenik slap the back of head, you damn idiot, because of your prank even I got involved. I'm sorry, okay. But both sulking trying to fix the screen. Ep 21. Summer break warning of danger from dividing past possessor when speaking with Issei and Vali and vice versa and minor character thinking. Italic underline, flashback. Also when Xcast seeing scene where there will be nudes, the person whose body that was exposed would be covered in cloud at their private parts in respect of the character privacy. Also disclaimer to every character and pictures I use for this fanfic except idea I use to create for this story and my avatar ok. And thank you to those that voted on my story and chapters. Scene change in front of Skeeth house. But the scene showing both either and Shirou just arrived in front of Skeeth house hanging out talking with each other while waiting for Skeeth and Corbenik. Either so. Shirou, was it? Shirou, yes I am, you're either right. Either. Let out small grin, yup I am, how's your time getting used living here? Shirou. I'm good, never I've dreamed to be ever saved from the damn contract, letting out breath of relief, and honestly, I'm thankful for Skeeth for saving me back then, no need to be forced to do that anymore. Frowning remembering his past. Either. Let out small flinch remembering Shirou fate in past, man, gotta say both you and Peter life sucks for entity that trying to preserve humanity at actions doesn't help at all, shaking head disappointed. Shirou. Shrugging, even your past also sucks, heck, everyone else past that was brought here was also sucks, honestly for being his domain that was mostly related to death his action doesn't match it at all. Either even I dumbfounded when found out what his power mostly related to. Speaking of when do you think they gonna arrive? Start looking around and where's Peter? He said he would arrive just now. Shirou. I don't know, he's probably on the way here. Start to smirk after notice that Peter was running heading to their direction. Speaking of the devil, here he comes. Peter guys stop before them gasping for breath. Whew, I thought I'm late, sorry to make you guys waiting for me, rubbing back of head chuckling nervously. Either no worries, we just arrived just now, you guys know the plan right? With Shirou and Peter giving a nod, we need to distract them to make sure they won't see anything suspicious so that others would be ready for the preparation. Peter got it, man. Never thought that we already missed the day, huh? If you don't remind us before either we wouldn't notice at all and carry on with our things, slumped down feeling little bad. They already help us so much, at least this is all we can do even if we're late. Shirou, yeah Peter right, we are still grateful to them for giving us the sanctuary to live and enjoy our lives away from our past torments. But those three get brought a trip to their memory lane remembering their past. Either. Shaking head, shrugging off remembering his past anyway. Shirou, honestly I'm surprised that you're volunteering yourself to help me and Peter to distract them. I thought that you would be with other to help preparing for food, with Peter nodding curious with Shirou reason. Shirou. Shrugging off, nah, already prepare the food for today last night, besides I have my reasons to help you guys. Peter, oh no wonder that you've been going in and out from your house lately, so that's why. But. What are your reasons? Either could it be that you're interested with the other world they would be showing? Shirou, yes I am. With everyone dumbfounded from what just happened followed with cricket sounds. Peter. Scratch side of his temple, ooh. Either okay buck just happened you okay dude? Shirou. Start chanting to escape from the awkwardness, I am the bone of my sword. Peter, wait, start holding on Shirou to prevent him from escaping. Either I also do the same thing with Peter. Several moments later after two of them manage to prevent Shirou from escaping. Shirou. Coughing while there's tint of red on his cheek eye. Don't know why I do that, just please. Forget what just happened with the other two nodding. Either. Forgetting what just happened aside, could it be that you're interested with the weapons and the monsters from that world, Shirou, and possibly try to add them in your collection? Shirou. You're right partially, honestly, when hearing about that world it poked my interest, beside that even if I can or not, I'm not gonna trace them in my collection with other two tilt head puzzled hearing that. Peter, huh? Why's that? Either do tell. Shirou. Sighing a little while, turning to either, seeing that out of us, only you have gone to that world, and you know how powerful those weapons and armor are, with either nodding, remembering his experience if I trace them, and using the system from world I came from, even, the low-grade equipment was easily at B rank, and, if my guess is right, the high-grade rank equipment easily more stronger than B rank, and honestly I feel that just barely scratched the surface, not counting the equipment made from elder dragons, sweating a little thinking about it, besides I'm not gonna take any chances if somehow my other self that's still in a grasp, managed to trace those weapons, the end result would be disastrous. Either. Chuckling a little hearing Shirou reasoning, I can understand your worry, I would do the same, and you're right, there's another rank above high rank mission, thinking, and also the one rank level higher than that, I call those monsters on that level, bullshit bucking bullshit, I never been carded so much in my life, before how did Skeeth-san, Corbenik-san and other hunters can fight those monsters? I hope those things doesn't have stronger form. I barely managed to survive against them, it's already enough that in that rank the monster previously huntable become bullshit to hunt because how strong their variant is, let alone elder dragons or worse those things. Shivering remembering his experience especially in a certain valley, castle remains, several parts of volcano-like area, and ruins of old tower on some place. But the other two get nervous hearing that there's another rank after the high rank one. Peter, man, hearing you guys talking about that, honestly, I'm also start to get interested with that world. Hey Shirou, do you think that we can go there someday? Shirou. Smirks, would be my pleasure, I'm also can't wait to test my skills there against those monsters. But two of them turn to either, making him chuckle amused knowing their intentions. Either well be prepare for the wild ride, I'll tell you guys when I decided to return on that world, making two of them grinning in anticipation. After several hours of waiting. Peter, man, I'm bored, they're late. Shirou. Shrugs, just be patient, maybe they currently on the way here. Peter. Sighing, you're right, but what to do in the meantime? Either, aha, I got an idea what to do. Shirou, oh, what is it? Either, how about another game of Yu-Gi-Oh card game to pass time, brought out his dual disc grinning. Sounds of blood vessel bursting. Peter. Thinking nervously, oh shit. Several moments later with Skeeth and Corbenik came out from a portal with them dumbfounded after greeted by the sight of Peter desperately holding back Shirou, who was waving around Kanshu and Bakuya while screaming profanities towards either, who was hiding at the top of the tree while chuckling nervously from the killing intent. Shirou. Bucking, screw you bucker, I gonna bucking neuter Yahoo, I refuse to bucking play UGIO with you again, you damn spammer bastard. Mathurbaker continue screaming countless amount of profanities in rage. Peter, oh come on Mr. Shirou, just let it go, already struggling to hold Shirou back and noticed Skeeth and Corbenik, guys don't just watch, a little help here. Let me appear in front of Shirou, slapping him several times calming him down. Corbenik. Sweat drops. Aki, what's with his reasons, screaming and yelling like a madman just now? Skeeth. Especially with the hostility he's shown towards you. Either, what happened? Either. Jumped down from the tree while keeping his distance between Shirou. Skeeth-san, you remember that I once tell you about my 100 win streak in Yu-Gi-Oh with Shirou giving him look of rage from the reminder. Skeeth. Raise eyebrows. Aki, what does that related with what just happened? Either, well how should I put it, more than half of the win streak was from against Shirou alone, about 75-80 win, and all of them end up with 0 turn kill. Scratch his cheek chuckling nervously. Corbenik, what? Aki, that was ruthless even for me. Skeeth. Eyes widen a little, I might open up old wounds asking but how? Shirou, I can answer that, brought his head up while letting out tears of anguish somehow. This asshole managed to draw every Exodia pieces on first turn, every single damn time he fall to his knees, slamming the ground with his fist muttering how's that possible to happen every time? Corbenik, wait, seriously? Either, oh come on, even I'm dumbfounded, how's that possible when I am dueling with you? Peter, yeah. He's right, even though others been shuffling either decks, he somehow draw Exodia every time against Shirou. Hey, either pass me your deck, take the deck and start shuffling, then pass it to Corbenik and Skeeth for another shuffling. Skeeth. Alright, this should do it. Tried duel for a bit, there's no way that either would draw Exodia pieces this time from all the shuffling, but two of them giving a nod and brought out their dual disc to duel, and after drawing their cards with either gaping mouth shocked with cards he just draw. Either. Guys, seems like I managed to draw Exodia again, chuckling nervously while showing his hands to others, making them jaw drops while Shirou fall to his knees defeated. Shirou, buck this shit, I'm done, brought his head up while crying his heart out and start singing, with others looking at Shirou with pity. Corbenik, as much I'm feeling sorry for Shirou, that kind of draws was logic defying. Yeah, look at the guy, he's already traumatized enough. Neither damn ... I feel bad already looking at his deck and wonder. Skeeth, whelp, better go inside now to forget this matter. Bet they can't wait for another viewing. But everyone after managed to brought out Shirou from his lament and get inside the house. Scene change, viewing room. After cast get acquainted with Shirou, Either and Peter. Issei, so ... Either san. Either what was it, Issei? Issei, are you the same Either from the one we saw from past viewing? With other cast looking at Either curious. Either, oh you mean when I'm recovering from my emo phase back then? Yes, you're right. Turn to Skeeth. Hey Skeeth san, what time they see my past self? Skeeth, oh that was when they see other four after they gonna go home after Jen Morin hunt. Either, I see. Sue, was this viewing they gonna see was during when they came back? With Skeeth giving a nod. Anyway, what are you curious about, Issei? Issei, oh it was about the armor past you used, what kind of monster you hunt, that armor was badass. With cast nodding in agreement. Either, haha, would be spoilers if I said so, you guys will see it someday, chuckling amused with most cast pouting disappointed. Peter. Together with Shirou looking at the picture of armor past Either used. Damn, that armor looks badass, I admit, it's otherworldly. Shirou. Thinking while frowning even without using tracing to check it, this armor easily high rank A in parameters at least. I'm glad that Elia reach didn't reach that world. Michael. Noticed Azazel and thought something wrong. Azazel. Azazel. Nah, just felt little jealous that my other self get to keep his arm. Sirzech. Chuckling, well, guess there's also another change, huh? Skeeth. Clapping his hands, getting others' attention. Alright, then everyone, all of can talk later, we got a viewing to see, point the remote to screen. Together with Corbenik talking with Skeeth, telepathically having fun with writing of talking scene. Dude. Corbenik, of course he is, it's already more than 2,000 words and the viewing hasn't started yet. Skeeth, oh shut up you both, I admit that I'm having fun writing now. We need repair the fourth wall. With three of them snap their fingers repairing the fourth wall. Screen open, scene changed to a classroom. Bitsuda, alright, it's summer break tomorrow. Motohama. It's the best time for us virgins. But two of them start taking with other boys, while most female students looking at them in disgust. Female student A, even after subjected with community work as punishment, they still are like that. Female student B, well ... at least they have stopped with peeping us anymore. Hear you? It's better that way, you girls, no need to worry anymore about that. Start grinning after notice that Murayama and Kata sneaking several glances at Issei, who was grading papers. Who you two, you both got hots for Issei sensei. But Issei jaw drops hearing that. Azazel. Nudging Issei while grinning, go for it my boy, those two are also fine looking woman. Odin. Our harem king strikes again, ha 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 ha. With Issei blushing from sudden encouragement and remembering those two naked bodies when he peeping at them before, while his harem pouting and goes to Issei hugging him, snapping him back from his thoughts. Shirou him deja vu. Peter, well ... this looks familiar. With two of them waving their hands in denial while blushing. Murayama, no. Hadis, it wasn't like that. Kiryu, oh who then? Hadis, just that during our community work. We've been reflecting. Murayama. And we want to apologize to him. From our past action. Kiryu, I see ... go for it, then pushing two of them towards Issei, making him notice the commotion. Issei. Adjusting his glass. Something wrong you two? Hadis, we just want. Murayama to apologize for our past action against you. Issei. Tilt head confused, what actions? Kiryu. Came over joining the conversation, they mean during the Kendo Club incident back then. Issei, I see, well it's all in the past, what matters is that you're both trying to change yourself to be better. With both of them giving thankful nod, feeling relieved that Issei accepting their apology. Kiryu, still sensei ... you look happy today, something interesting happened. But the entire class turned to the conversation interested. Issei. Grinning, oh, about thaw. Sounds of door sliding open. Rias, is Issei sensei here? Zenovia. President. But everyone in the class turned to see who's at the door, seeing that Rias, Akeno, Sona and Tsubaki at the door. Azazel. Oh, this is quite interesting turn of events. Sirzech, even I'm interested, what was it about? Issei, yes I'm here, what is it you for? But four of them goes to Issei. Rias sensei, would you come to my house during the summer break? Sona, no sensei should come to my house instead, with both of them giving defiant stare against each other, making sparks flying between their eyes. But every 2B student's jaw drops upon seeing what just happened. Odin bahahaha, this quite amusing, seems those fall for him hard. But Issei mouth open wide, shocked seeing what just happened. Azazel, hey let's place a bets where Issei gonna go during the summer break, brought out betting table. Sirzech. Alright, I'm in, I'm sure other Issei gonna go to my house, place his money on the table. Serafal. Slam her money on the table too, ha, I bet he's gonna go to my house instead. Razor. Razor shall join in. Razor bet 100 Phoenix tears, place the items on the table. Razor sure he would go to our house instead. Sarah, me too. Odin. This is interesting, count me in. But most casts start placing their bets. Great HMPH, these normies are pathetic, let me show how it is done. I bet my ass he's gonna go to Otherworld instead, making cast looking at him shocked, while getting worried that Great Red would win again, and those who gonna place their bet back away the instant hearing the declaration. Either. Chuckling to himself, well, seems like we got our winner already. Peter, hahaha, they sure are interesting bunch. Shirou. Agreed, more better than people in my world for sure. Issei, this is quite sudden, but why? Bakeno ara, let me explain sensei. Their parents wished to express their gratitude for helping them before, while also giving admiring look at Issei. Tsubaki. Adjusting her glasses, and they also wishing to know about you better. Bakeno. It is also to be noted that Rias-sama and Sona-sama been quite adamant to invite you to their house Fufu. But both of them become flustered seeing that cat already out of the bag. Rias-so. Would you come to my house or? Sona, my house instead sensei. But both of them looking at Issei intently while the other students inside the classroom whispering with each other watching the spectacle and also wondering what Issei answer would be. Azazel. Hahaha, they're putting other you in tough spot. Issei patting Issei back. Sirzech. Please my house, praying hoping he win the bet and gone pale seeing Great Red giving slasher grin. Rias. Sighing and regret remembering his stupid decision back then and glancing at Issei, could we be together like before? Kiryu. Ooh, this is huge scoop, need to share to whole school about this, never thought that the ever stoic student council president would act like this, grinning while recording the scene with her phone. But Sona blushing embarrassed seeing her other self action. Bitsuda nuo. Modahama, why him? Pattis. Shut up, pervert. Rias Onasama and Sona Onasama are good match with sensei, no need to be jealous for. Murayama. Nodding in agreement, yeah, and also seems like Akeno Onasama also interested with sensei. Female student A, well she's right. Foolish male student A it is, out of all female in this school, they're the only one worthy for sensei, unaware that other female students giving him look of rage. Iku. Let us pray for his soul, giving prayers together with other males. Shirou. Sweat drops remembering his foolish younger self. I wonder how's that idiot doing. Issei. Looking back and forth between expecting face of Rias and Sona for a while and letting out a sigh, sorry you both, I already got a plan during the summer break. But both of them together with Akeno letting out disappointed sigh hearing that. Great Red. Do body slam jump on the top of betting table breaking it and snatching his prize. My knee bitch, this is my knee. But those losing the bet letting out scream of anguish. Either. Looking at Great Red, sweat drops for a dragon, he's sure a rowdy bunch. Sona I see. Rias B, but. Promise if you would visit someday. Issei. Sighing and goes to both of them giving them head pat making them blushing red with Akeno, letting out jealous pout, seeing that I won't make any promises but if I visit Razor and Sererg, I'll come visit house of you both. Meanwhile inside the boosted gear. Belzard. Smooth young man, smooth munching a Doritos, damn, this is good, thanks Drake for bringing all these for us to enjoy. Greg. Taking a bite from Zinger Burger while giving thumbs up, no problem, figuring that all my stash I hide got no use, guess why not to mention all the treasures found back then during past adventure. Greg, that reminds me, wonder if all my stash still intact, just that I forgot where's the location I put them. Issei wait. So Drag, that mean you're rich? Vali, oh come on, hide you, of course they are, did you forgot that dragons are bunch of treasure hoarders? With Issei giving sheepish smile hearing that. Greg, of course Issei, if I'm right my wealth was easily as much if not more than a devil doosel house, with most cast got stunned hearing that. Albion. Drag, right, when thinking about it we got no chance to use all those gold and diamonds, together with other treasures, we got letting out long sigh together with Drag. Elsha seems like our boy here don't realize that he's already making them fall for him harder chuckling together with other past possessor. Scene change random walkway on the way home. Scene showing Issei walking home while humming a tune. Drag. Chuckle seems like you're in good mood, huh Issei, can't wait to go back there, huh. Issei. Of course we got lots of time to spend, who wouldn't be excited, pretty sure that you Vali and Albion thought the same. Greg, hahaha, you bet I am, remembering those fights was pure fun. Belzard. Except that bird and pickle. Issei, oh don't remind me with those things. Greg, I still got nightmare remembering fighting the damn oversized pickle, thinking his experience while shivering, with both of them hoping there's no stronger variant, but cast praying there's no stronger variant of Deviljo and glancing at either who was giving a smirk making them pale. Skeeth. Thinking amused, they got no idea. Peter, man, I can feel their fear just from their voice alone. Shirou. Nodding a little nervous judging that in that world we would be completely powerless, it is excusable. Greg. Speaking of, you're planning to bring others too? Issei. Nodding yeah, seeing that they've been training hard learning to use the weapons, guess it won't hurt to bring them for a while. Male voice, I guess you should put that thought on hold for now. But Issei turned back to the sounds where the voice come from making both him and Drag shocked seeing who was it that was leaning against the wall. Issei Drag. Decade-san. Xcastia. Shirou. Frowning looking at Tsukasa on the screen nervously so. That's how Kamen Rider Decade actually looks like, sure he looks harmless but my sense telling me that even if I fought against him. I stand no chance at all. Peter. Thinking I don't think that my spider sense would help at all against him. Issei so. That's how he looks like. Vali you can never judge by his looks at all. Michael. Widen eyes realizing something wait if I'm right. I think I've seen him before back then. Odin. Wait you too. Sirzech I have also seen him before back then during the Civil War. Grayfia. Eyes wide Sirzech Sama is right we seen him before too. Serafal. Nodding nervously why yeah. Truth to be told, he's the one that gave us information against old Satan faction back then. Azazel. Gulping down saliva nervously I just remembered something. If my memory is right. He's the one that suggests me to make the truce back then during the Great War. With cast gasp and shock hearing that. How cow no wonder that voice sounds familiar remembering the past. Mini flashback. How cow now that I have reached the balance breaker it is time to eradicate the supernaturals. Giving arrogant smirk and hearing a voice from his back. Male voice you know the path you are taking right now. Are not worth it and would be the end for you spoke ominously. How cow. Who's there? Turn back only seeing nothing at all. Mini flashback end. Ophis back then in dimensional gap. I think. I also seen him before back then. Great. Nodding same with me. Issei this is unreal it is unbelievable that he can anywhere he want it all. Shive the young dragon is right but Xcast turned to Skeeth and Corbenik for answers only seeing them shrugs. Tsukasa. Waving his fingers giving a smirk just call me by my name no need to using my title and you can come out Drag there's no prying eyes here. But Drag came out from boosted gear in human form. Issei so? Tsukasa-san. What do you mean by that? Issei so that what his name? Drag yeah why you telling us to not bring them there for now? Tsukasa well just a warning from me if you both brought them there, they would die with both Issei and Drag wide-eyed shocked hearing that from what would happen the moment you guys came out from the portal. It's better that only you four go for now turn to leave and reach master rank first before thinking to brought them there. Issei. Shouting with arm outstretched wait what you mean by that? Tsukasa. It's up to you to take my advice to find out leads via Aurora Curtain. Drag. Issei. I think we should take his advice. Issei. Nodding as much I hate it we should take the advice, he wouldn't came warning us for no reason at all, I'm more worried what he meant about what would happen if we came out of the portal. Drag. Yeah we should. But both of them start going back home. Skeeth I won't tell what would happen but just for information, Tsukasa, despite his role as destroyer of worlds, he's not someone who would lie like that either. Skeeth-san right the guy sure was eccentric but he was not the lying type you guys would know if seeing what would happen next. But Xcast turned to the screen nervous in anticipation. Shirou you know the guy? Either. Meet him before back then, he's the one that sent me here. Peter the First C. Scene change Haidu house. After Issei and Drake telling Vali and Albion about their encounter with Tsukasa. Vali so you guys meet Tsukasa-san. Albion and telling us not to bring them for now and reach master rank first. But both Issei and Drake giving a nod making Vali and Albion letting out disappointed sigh. Vali oh man, I've been waiting for this, guess it can't be helped slumped down in his seat. Issei now we just need to tell them about this, they would be disappointed though. Sirzech. Speaking of what is master rank. Master rank or previously known as G rank was where the rank needed to hunt monster that was outrageously dangerous and stronger elder dragons and also the rank needed to fought against different but stronger variant of strong special monster hunted on previous rank. Skeeth. There's some instances where there was elder dragon that can be hunted on high rank but the same one fought on master rank was on whole another level. Azazel oh boy now I'm nervous seeing the monster that would appear next. Scene change Haidu house backyard. Scene showing Issei Vali Drag and Albion in front of the portal. Issei. Sorry everyone for this we thought we gonna bring you all during this break, but, Greg. We've been thinking hard about this and thought that it's better we reach on higher levels first. Asia millimeters it's okay say Sandrags and we are sure there are reasons for this, please take care waving to them together with others. Rainer. Please take care Issei-kun, don't worry about us, we'll try to get using the weapons. Ravel same with me. Kabal. After hearing the stories about the other world you four talked about I really wish we can join but seeing that you guys said there's danger looming, it's better to be cautious. Vali I hope that you can take care and protect them during our absence. Kabal with him giving a nod by the way you guys can use the diorama in meantime to get using the weapons first. Razor oh boy, really wish to join but seeing that the gathering was around the clock we got no choice but to pass this time, sometimes Razor really hate dealing with devil's matter. Sererg. You're right about that, especially the paperwork with both him and Razor letting out tired sigh thinking about incoming paperwork but Xcast faction leaders flinch remembering their daily paperwork. Albion well then see you guys later, we'll try to came back earlier. But four of them waving while getting inside the portal. Scene change path 10 miles away heading to Yukumo village. Scene showing them coming out from the portal with them noticing heavy rain and storms making them trying to cover Themsel from sudden change of weather. Issei go what's this? Greg. This storms. There's something off about it. Albion. You're right, we need to cover first. Vali. Oh man, can't believe that we came out so far away from the village, noticed something in the sky and point at it. Guys, did you see that? But the other three turned to where Vali was pointing and widened their eyes in shock, seeing faint figure of dragons shrouded in wind and storms while slowly getting covered with clouds. But Cast, Shirou and Peter was also shocked seeing the figure of dragon. Issei. It's too faint, I can't see it properly. Either him. Seems like they already see that one. I wonder why they came back in tatters back then. Issei, what was that? Greg. Judging from this weather, if I'm right. Could it be an elder dragon? Albion, I think it is. Guys, we need to hurry back to Yukumo, seeing that we don't have our equipment with other giving a nod. Vali. Yeah, we're sitting ducks without our equipment to survive. The four of them start to move and stopped after hearing three similar set of roars, with two of them with shrill and hoarse sounds, followed three different set thunder striking all over the area, making them dodge the thunderstrikes, with one colored gold with small tint of green, one with pale sickly yellow color, and one with blue color. Asuka, what just happened? Looking afraid from the sudden thunder strikes. Asuka. Frowning while getting bad feeling. I don't know, but it was bad news. Either. Wait a minute. That looks familiar. Widen eyes realizing what monster those four gonna encounter. Well shit, they sure are lucky back then. No wonder Tsukasa-sen gave them that warning back then. But those that don't know what either mean getting nervous with what they would see. Issei shit. How the heck, there's three Zinniger here, we need to escape. Slowly getting up and turn to see, only end up shocked seeing three Zinniger facing against each other, but with huge difference from what they know from normal Zinniger, with the presence from each of the three Zinnigers was greater than Deviljo they fought in the past. Vali. Oi Issei, what's wrong dude? Seeing that Issei slowly point to certain direction and see it with Drag and Albion, making them also shocked like Issei. Issei, oh. Holy shit. Drag, we need to get away fast. Albioner, we'll die. All four ruin, but four of them hightail running away trying to escape after seeing that the three Zinigers turn towards them and letting out howling sounds before start jazzing those four. But the weak-willed and Cast already faint from fear after seeing the three Zinigers. Shirou. Sweating nervously. Okay, what the hell was that things? Peter. Gulping down saliva. I pick fighting against Sinister Six rather than meeting those things at all. Sirzech, I want to know, but I'm afraid to ask right now. Otten, I nearly peed after seeing those version Zinigers massaging his chest trying to calm his beating heart. Issei, those three Zinigers making the Deviljo looks like baby from their presence alone, noticing that Natsu, Oda, Takeda and Uesugi already hiding inside his clothes, getting afraid from the three Zinigers. Ali. Agreed Haidu, those things are dangerous. After several while with those that is fainted already woken up. Skeeth, well, seeing that you guys already been shaken this much, I'll tell about those Zinigers at later date, with Cast giving a nod. But either Shirou and Peter giving a nod to each other and giving the signal to those waiting outside the house. Skeeth, who was it? Wait a moment, hearing bell sounds and goes to the door only to see people he helped and saved before back then. Several males and a female voice. Surprise happy birthday Skeeth-san, Corbenik-san. Either surprise happy birthday you three. Color me surprised, I didn't expect that you guys planned this. Peter. Rubbing his nose, distraction plan success. Corbenik, you all caught us off guard, chuckle amused. Issei. Wait, today was birthday of you three. With Cast perked up interested hearing that. Shirou, oh it wasn't, it was a week ago actually, out of all of us only either managed to remember it, despite how late it was we decided to do it anyway. But Cast getting acquainted with the new guest. Ranma, who, seems like we got lots of strong people here. Ichika. Chuckle, you're right Ranma, I wonder how they are like. Natsu. Ooh, oh there's a lot of dragons here, fight me, start rushing to Great Red for a fight. Avis. Can't you stop picking fight all the time? Give head chop to Natsu, making him fall unconscious, making others sweat drops. Zareth. I'm sorry for my little brother actions, giving an apologizing bout at Cast. Sato. Start talking with Yudo, who so your swordsman too. Derflinger A. Seems he is partner. But Cast gets shocked seeing talking sword, especially Azazel, who was interested. How's that possible? Burrito. Chuckle, haha, even I'm shocked too when seeing sword that can talk. Dudao. Shirou-san, thanks helping us with this plan. Shirou. Chuckle, haha, it's alright. Sukyun. Talking with Gasper and Valerie, oh you, both are vampire too, need me too. Burrito, oh man there's lot of people here. Peter, yeah, never thought would see supernatural beings from legends with my eyes. Shido. Looking at the angels with interest, never thought I'll see the angels from the Bible though. But the party continued till late night. Skeeth. Alright, I'm gonna out for a while there, you guys enjoy yourself, first leave via the door and teleport to somewhere else. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want the next part. Also check out my other video that has been shown and left. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video please like and share this video. And have a fantastic day, bye.